Appreciate it. I salute, man. I appreciate y'all for rejoining, and I had to kind of reset the situation here, and thank you for stepping out. I appreciate you. You know, every now and then this software does these weird things. It gets very challenging. You have to have a lot of patience to deal with technology because, you know what you pay for, but then what do you do when shit goes wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you really can do when you don't know what you're doing, you know? So it could be a little challenging, goddamn. I appreciate y'all, man. I think that this is, like I said, I had an amazing day. It's a really good day. It was a good day, and we were just having this discussion how important it is to, know the difference. And I was just here, like I was listening to a lot of music on the way here, a lot of good stuff. And you know what's good? This is the great thing I do love about technology. Sometimes I find myself listening to hip hop because I don't shout the Obi-Wan Steph, goddamn. Like sometimes I found myself listening to certain, you know how you listen to certain music to kind of stay with it, you know what I mean? Like you want to stay with the rhythm, right? So like you find yourself kind of listening to certain things so you can, don't lose you don't want to lose focus, you know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about that anymore. All you got to do is just turn on your favorite, stream of music and just listen to the current situation. And I had a very nice ride home. You know when you riding, right? And you really into the music and you hitting the gas hard, you kind of showing off to yourself. You know what I'm talking about. You driving aggressive. You feeling you. I'm in Brooklyn all day and it was beautiful. Like the weather has been really bad here because it's been on some Texas shit. But this evening was nice and breezy. Everybody was out. Shout out to Brooklyn Heights. I think everybody there goes to the gym. Whoa. Once again, I didn't see any brothers. I seen a couple of little bum niggas that had, some nice looking girls. But when I say bums, like girls that, they just like, fuck it, he loves me. I know he's a monster, but fuck it. But being in Brooklyn Heights was dope about it. It's a very upscale neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? And what I loved about it is, the activity culture is a big deal. Like for you, listen. Within blocks away, I could show you a different neighborhood. I could show you some real slimy shit, but there, that shit was actually very inspiring. And what was inspiring about it was, I love when there's a neighborhood and I feel like I fit in, you know what I mean? And, I'm kind of like the guy, I'm kind of like the black guy that I could identify with any neighborhood because, your walk changes, your voice changes, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm in two different neck of the woods, but one was hood and one was upscale. So the upscale shit, it was just crazy. Like, oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen, it was me, a millennial, and an OG. But this is the first time I could actually say it. It felt good to be on my own. What I mean by that is, with all this millennial talk, and I got some good news for a millennial because some millennial pulled up on me today, but I'll get to that. I don't like having conversations with male millennials about women. I think I would enjoy that more with a woman. You understand? Because in other words, I feel that every guy sometimes have a mode of hate when he sees another man shooting his shot or whatever. I just think that's just the natural thing. I don't even take it as a sad thing. I just think men don't even realize that they are intrigued and amazed when they see a man of a certain caliber, you know, carrying on whatever. And the great thing was, I'm out there, man, and there was this woman, right? So there's this Asian woman. She's trying to, okay, we're parked in a little messed up little situation, so we're in her way. So I wanted to help her, right? I wanted to help her. Yeah, I know, I cooned. I helped her because I know she should have been parking where I was, but I wasn't really trying to give that spot up, and it wasn't going to be available for her sometime. So she was struggling to get in the spot, so I helped her get in there. I felt real good about that. I did. Yeah. I helped her get into this spot, and she was just so thankful. She came and talked. OG, sorry, you know, I would have knocked that off though. You know, I love me an older woman. I just love older women. I've always been like that. You know what I mean? But that's what's crazy. It's like I love older women, but the younger when I love older women, the younger generation embraces me. That's just, it's weird. Like, so. The woman was looking really nice, and she came out like, thank you so much, because there was this other nice-looking girl. She's like, there's another spot over here. I said, nah, I'm trying to practice on teaching people how to practice parking. I was being a New Yorker, like, you know what I mean? Like, I really wanted her to get in this spot, and I did it. And she listened, and I guided her, and that shit turned her on. So, needless to say, we was, you know, she got out the car, you know, I told her what I do, because I was doing the job, you know, on the block right there. So she took one of my cards. How much do you charge? I'm like, yeah, that's what I charge, blah, 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 but I'm here to work for the community. And she's like, how far? They always want to know where you live. You say, well, I'm in Brooklyn and Staten Island. You know what I mean? Like, they need to know that you're close by to give them that little mo. But she felt good because she said I was going to give up. I said, never give up, darling. Never! So she got in and it was all good. And that kind of gave me that, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm ready to meet people, get my cards out, shit like that. And it was cool. Like, it was really, you know, it was love, you know what I'm saying? And she went about her, but just beautiful people were passing by. And, you know, it's inspiring to see just everybody. The woman was just killing it. If you had low self-esteem, you would fail on this block. For all sorts of reasons, because, listen, the average man that's going up and down this block, he's got to be on a certain level. Like, his mindset got to be. All that shit he's on the internet has to be there. So anyway, I have a millennial with me, you know. This millennial, you know, he's a little different. He's really trying to do what he has to do. I kind of retired from him with that because he's older now, and you know, I'm just not, you know, you sometimes you can grow apart but go closer on a different level. Like, I'm not necessarily what I used to be to him because he's older and he has a different influence right now. And, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I enjoyed myself so much. Oh, man. Like I wish, you know, years ago, I wish I could have somebody to share this with and talk to. But this was so good for me. I'm just going to do me. God damn it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It was just amazing. And, you know, what I admire the most is I love when there's an environment and I really feel good about it. Like, I like everybody that's passing by. But the one thing that I did get inspired, exercise. I know. Let me tell you something. In this neighborhood, everybody's either walking, jogging, jogging, walking, coming from the gym, going to the gym, something. You have, as you get older, the reason why I say exercise, if you're able to do it, exercise outdoors, especially if you're able to do it, that's how you meet people. Okay? That's my point. Like, you're actually giving your body what it needs, and you're meeting people in the process of it, and it's just so amazing. Like, and what's good about that area, you know, it's not a race factor. You know, it's all about what you're into, and I just really, really love that part of Brooklyn. I'm trying not to give my spaces out too much, but it's just a dope situation. So anyway, moving along, we left that environment, so we go to the hood. Now I go to the hood because there's this little area, you know, next to Fort Greene, you know, Farragut Projects. Like, there's a store that I go to there. You know, like, you know those little Arab stores, like, yeah, well, you know, that's our shit. Like, Dominican stores are cool, but Arab stores give you more meat, pause. Like in other words, if you go to a Dominican store, Dominicans are very stingy with meat. They flatten their sandwiches and then they'll put some meat in there, shit like that. But them Arabs, because the only people that run our bodegas, our stores, are Arabs mainly and Dominicans. Arabs kind of embrace the black community a little more. If it's gonna be in a black community, like I can go to a Spanish community and I go to a Dominican bodega, but I could go to a black community at 3-4 o'clock in the morning to get a sandwich, and you know, Arab dude is there. So what was dope about it is, I could have went where I was at, but I said, let me just go over there, a few blocks away. So as I pull up, there's like these 6 girls walking in the store. So there's a whole bunch of niggas in front of the store. And this is kind of sad because the culture, I'm pretty sure it's the same in your neighborhood too if you live in a hood. But in this particular block, the culture is for niggas to hang out in front of stores. Now, there's a lot of bum niggas too, but a couple of these niggas I know. But then the thing is with me, I'm a funny nigga. Like, you got to be serious when you're in the hood. Cause see, the difference is when I was in Brooklyn Heights, you could kind of chill a little bit. Like a situation over there, you got to watch your back, but you're a little more free because you know you around multi-million-dollar homes, brownstones and shit like that. Here you in the hood, so in the hood, it's kind of weird. Next to Dumbo, white people go to the Arab stores because down the block over in Dumbo, it's more upscale and it's more expensive. So, for example, let's just say you go get an Arizona iced tea, right? Green tea. So the green tea in the Arab store, in the non-Arab store, Indians, because the Indians now, they're going to be down there in the upscale area, they may sell the Arizona for $3, right? That same Arizona in the hood is going to cost $1. So they actually make the labels where they don't put no label or the price, but in the hood, the label says 99 cents. So you know me, you got to look at your sugar intake, whatever. So it was a little nasty because these are old niggas in front of the store. So the 6 girls are walking, was it 4 or 6? 1, 2, 3. It was like 6, 5 or 6, right? Shout out to Red Hazel Green, goddamn. So as we were walking in the store, this dude was like, hello, like, y'all not gonna say nothing? Y'all don't be rude. So the girls, half of the girls was like, okay, I'm not rude, but hello. And the other half was like, what? So I was like, them street niggas know how to talk to a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought they lived over there because they kind of gave me an impression that they knew them, but then I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe they trying to act stinking. But hood niggas ain't gonna let no woman pass in the store, no. Shout out to them kids. He said, I always wanted to go to Brooklyn, but the nice parts that you're describing, not East New York, any guidance, somebody from the South. I know you don't like these country dudes. No. Let me take that back. Hold on. Salute to you, bro. I love the country. I just be talking shit. I be bullshitting with y'all. You got to remember, my mother, she was born in South Carolina. You understand? Like, I got the hard Southern roots in my blood. You understand? Very hard. Even though she was raised in the Bronx and Brooklyn, you know, the South, I'm overdue for a visit, you know what I'm saying? But I love the South. I say my shit about Atlanta because I know all them niggas like to be sucking and fucking. But all jokes aside, I do joke a lot with it. It's only jokes, but I really love the South. I don't like the non-credibility. I don't like, I'm big in the credit, you understand? I'm the type of person, if a person gives me the credit, I'm good. Like, and I learned that from the movie industry. You know, at the end of it, they give everybody the credit. I don't give a fuck if the person bought a poppy seed from the bagel. They put his name up there. So, but you know what I mean? Nah, I love the South. Let me just break it down. Everything down from outside of the DMV, outside of the tri-state area. The tri-state area is New York, Connecticut, PA, right? Excuse me, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. No, oh God, hold on. Let me say our tri-state. Our tri-state is 4 states. So it's New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. The real tri-state is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. But we don't acknowledge, we acknowledge Pennsylvania because we Philly. Now, we don't see Pennsylvania when it comes to going out there in Ohio. That's just a little too far. But that is the tri-state for us. And I guess the tri-state wants us to know that it's in reason. Like, you could get to Connecticut and the Bronx. You could get to Connecticut, you could get to Pennsylvania, you could get to Connecticut, you could get to New Jersey and do the whole state. Literally, you could do the whole state of Connecticut. PA, that shit goes to Ohio. So there's parts of PA that's like 300-400 miles. So that's part. Then we got the DMV. We got Delaware, we got Maryland, we got Virginia. The South starts in North Carolina, right? So you got the South. My personal favorite South of all, my personal favorite, drum roll, is South Carolina. Now, my dad is from West Virginia. He's from the coal miner state, you know, mixed marriages. You know, he put me onto that shit way back in the day. Big thing out there, right? But he was raised in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? And then came me. Goddamn, then came me. Right? So, what I'm saying is, if I had to move out of New York City and I was forced to move down south, it would be South Carolina, yes. I would move to Charleston. I love South Carolina. And my mother's blood is there. Not to say my father's part, like I said, that's different. That's over here up in West Virginia. Not Virginia, West Virginia. So, but moving along, right? Your question is, any guidance for, you know, somebody from the South? You want to visit these areas, okay? Write this down. Now, I normally don't do this, but I got to do this just to show you my homage. You want to visit areas like Brooklyn Heights, Carroll Gardens, right? Those are the 2 main areas within that zone, right? And then you want to go downtown Brooklyn to kind of get your little hood culture kind of mixed up. You want to go to Fort Greene, Spike Lee's area. These are areas within walking distance. Now, you're going to be walking, and if you may want to get in a cab, you may want to get in an Uber, you may want to rent a bike, you may want to rent a damn electric car. That whole area is where you need to be. Now, Brooklyn is incredibly popping all over, but those are the areas where if you're from another state or country, nobody's going to know the difference. You know what I mean? So then you could actually, there's hoods along that. You want to go to Dumbo. You know, Dumbo is right next to Fort Greene projects. It's right next to the projects I'm about to tell you that story about the young ladies. So you mainly want to visit those areas. Don't visit the hood in Brooklyn. You want to visit the hood within the hood. Like, in other words, if I give you a nice neighborhood and there's a hood next to it, that's cool. But I'm not going to tell you to go to East New York and you're from South Carolina. It's just not a good impression. East New York is the section of Brooklyn that's very dangerous. I was born in East New York. I was created in East New York. I was all the above, right? Brownsville, East New York, those are the 2 areas you want. You want to visit areas like Bedford-Stuyvesant. Bedford-Stuyvesant is the largest section in Brooklyn because when you're in Bedford-Stuyvesant, yes, you may not have ghetto hoods, but you got ghetto blocks, which is crazy because you got Bedford-Stuyvesant and you have Bed-Stuy, which is dope, you know what I mean? So it mixed up. Now, you got projects in Bed-Stuy as well, but again, Bedford-Stuyvesant is so much a culture. These are areas I'm telling you to go because you could be from anywhere in the world. So just write those down. Okay, so you got Carroll Gardens, you have Brooklyn Heights, you have Williamsburg, but that's a little further up. I don't want to confuse you, but these are the areas, like I said, you could walk. Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn Heights, downtown, Fort Greene. You want those areas and just walk. It's amazing. I tell you, you won't regret it. So anyway, moving along, I'll get back to that. So I go in the store, right? And the 4 girls, I go to get my sandwich. I go to the store to get my little wrap. It's a dope store. The store sells really good food. So check this out. So my nephew, well, he's not really my nephew, but it's my ex-best friend's son. You know what I mean? He's a millennial. He's not your, he's your typical millennial. He's the millennials that really, really go through a lot of mental problems. You know what I mean? So he's in the store. These girls are his age group, not my age group. Check this. This just happened. So I go to the back of the store. No, I asked him, you going? Because they were there at the counter. Remember, they walked in the store first. She was like, 2 of the girls are like, no, you could go. And I was like, all right, whatever, So I ordered my shit. I go to the back to get my seltzer water. Matter of fact, I went to Arizona. I looked at the sugar was too much in the energy drink, the herbal tonic. So I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with that. Let me get So the girl comes to the back of the store to this OG nigga and goes, how tall are you? The girl goes back to the store. This is right across Farragut Projects. Anybody live in Brooklyn, you know where I'm talking about. You know the little store, I forgot the name of the block where the halfway house is on, which is crazy because a block away is $1 million fucking apartments, right? So she says, how tall are you? And I guess I remember saying, because she caught me completely off guard. And, and I'm like, oh, I'm 6'5", whatever. She was like, wow, you're tall. Then she stands next to me. She says, I'm short. I said, I don't think you're short. I think it's because I'm tall. So I'm sharing this because it was such a funny story, right? So she's like, nah, this, that, and the third. We're joking or whatever. So she said, yeah, we're actually visiting. They're from Canada. And that thing that you seen out there with them dudes, they doing too much. I'm like, nah, but these street niggas know how to approach a woman. They was like, yeah, but you know what it is? In Canada, the guys are a little nicer, like a little more, less aggressive. I said, yeah, these niggas are gonna go hard because that's their environment. She said, but I love it here. I love Brooklyn. She says, I love Brooklyn. Nice looking, nice brown, melanin, nice titties, little stomach. I'm not even a stomach nigga, but she had a little stomach out. This nigga straight pushed up on her OJ. Now, mind you, I thought I was looking fresh. I had my hair up in the twist, my rubber bands up. I can't wear it like this now because I got the headphones, so I had to, where's my rubber bands at? Where the fuck is my rubber? Now I'm screwed because I really lost my rubber. Oh, okay. So this is the rubber band I had in my head, right? So I tie the shit up or whatever. This is one of the man. This shit's beat up. This shit's going in the garbage. So I had this and I tied it up, and I guess it gives it like a little look. It's hot, so I wear my hair up. I never wear my hair down in the summertime because it's hot. So I had my work boots on, but I got on shorts. So you know what I'm saying? I thought I'm coming out the truck. She see the truck outside, whatever. And we're talking. She's like, she's from Canada. She's been here. She's leaving tomorrow. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, okay, what's your name? She said, her name is Cassandra. You know what I'm saying? I told her my name, whatever. And then she's like, nice to meet you, bing, bing, bing. She was like, yeah, that's her twin sister. She's telling me that's an identical twin because I don't know the difference, fraternal. So she was telling me, I said, do you feel when you know what I mean? Do you feel when she's hurt? And she's like, nah. It's just like, when we were younger, we felt it, but now she's older, we don't feel it. I said, well, so was she with that bum ass nigga? You won't know. I'm telling you, yes, that's why I told you, yes, you gotta maintain because even me, and when I tell you I just got back from like You know what I mean? Niggas moving around. I'm being physical. So self-consciously, I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm dirty, but I'm still clean. You know what I'm saying? Listen, do you understand? Let me explain something to you, how important it is. That's why I tell you, male or female, how important it is for human interaction. I don't care what nobody tells you. There's not a man or woman in this world that does not appreciate an in-person compliment of somebody approaching them. No. That shit is golden. That shit could, especially a man, because man don't get that as much as a woman. Remember, they were getting it right in front of my face, but she said the way they was receiving it was too much. But she's schooling me about Canada. She's telling me that she lives in Toronto, but it's clean and not as many rats, like, because we got a lot of rats here, right? But she was giving me a nice little school. I didn't tell her I've been in Nova Scotia. I just told her I need to go take my moms up to upstate New York, up into the, the little river shit, Niagara Falls. She's like, oh, she's close to her. I said, well, how far is it from here? So whatever it is, her friends and sister wasn't even trying to like tell her to move, but all them niggas is outside. Now I know they see me talking to her, so I know what's gonna happen, It is all good. Like as soon as she finishes, she's gonna talk to another nigga, whatever. It's no big deal. Because the stores in New York are very lit, because they do that for robbery purposes. They got incredible cameras, and it's very, very light in there. So just in case they want people on the outside, if there's a robbery going on, a nigga can see that shit, you understand? So the stores are super bright inside. So I'm like, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? So me I'm always trying, I didn't get into no YouTube shit, I didn't tell anything. I think what it was, the millennial was probably bugging, because they should be talking to him, not me. So that shit was really, really dope. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's nice meeting you. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna be back in about 2 weeks. It's my birthday. So I'm like, oh shit, she trying to fuck her. I'll just play it. Listen. So, you gotta remember, see, when you don't try hard, things come to you. And I take pride in myself. And sometimes we don't know if anybody pays attention to that. Even as a man, nigga, especially a nigga that don't take care of it. He don't know. But that's why men have to work so hard. You see, them niggas outside had to do what they had to do. Me being inside there, I said they're gonna eat her up when she get out there, because they don't know me, you know what I mean? Niggas know I be in the store. So the owner of the store, he knows me. So he like, oh, what up, big bro? Now check how dope this is. So the Mexican nigga makes my sandwich. I tell him I want a salad. So I'm like, yo, let me get a salad. He said, I said, you got any shrimp? Because they put the little things, you can add shit in there. So I said, just put the cheese. She's sitting there with me. She's standing right there. Like, I should have just asked her if she wants something. I forgot about that. I was oh God. I should have asked her if she wanted anything, but whatever. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe because I think she's in Canada, so I'm ordering the thing, and she's seeing me order, she's standing right behind me. So the guy, she's talking, and the Mexican dude was such a non-hater. He just waited for me to talk with her. Like, in other words, you know how a nigga want to rush, like, yo, what you want? You want the cheese? Come on, pop, I gotta. He wasn't even trying to interrupt me. He said, when he see me talking to her, he just waited. And that's important to me, right? So I'm the type of person, I will travel far for that type of respect. Like, I go to the Bronx. I go to areas where I'm loved. You know what I mean? As opposed to this bullshit that happened yesterday. I was about to smash on this Dominican nigga. But anyway, so I told the girl, listen, you know what I'm saying? Keep in touch, whatever. You know what I mean? Because I know myself enough where if that was the old me, I would have tried to pop with her that night, because she said she's leaving tomorrow. And she said that a few times. She's like, well, I'm catching a plane tomorrow. The old me, if I wasn't, linked up, I would have been like, yo, what you doing tonight? Fuck all the bullshit. I would have sent my workers home and be like, yo, what you doing tonight? But it's cool, because I was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, all right, cool. So she's like, well, I'm gonna definitely hit you, You know what I'm saying? My birthday, you know, we trying to go to a spot because I said, she said, she don't drink or smoke. I said, I don't drink like that, but I drink pina coladas. She said she never had a pina colada. Now, the old me would have said, yo, come through. I'll make you a pina colada. But now I'm like, well, BBQ's makes a good pina colada, and it's like Block's not too far from here. She said, oh, yeah, I heard about that. I said, yeah, some little hood shit, but the drinks are ridiculous, the frozen drink. So she was vibing, and then it was like, all right, cool. So I had to get up out of there because I'm like, I don't trust myself. I got to go. So I left. So anyway, whatever. I got in the car. Again, the old me, this situation would have been a lot different. I think I was just talking just to get my sandwiches and my salad out of there because I'm like, yo, I can't believe this. She totally just got her peoples waiting over there. Then she was like, oh, that's my twin sister. She waved, whatever. You know what I mean? So boom. We get out. They were culture shocked. She says, I love Brooklyn. I want to move here, whatever. And I'm telling you, Brooklyn is where it's at. I'm telling you. So I got out of it. Now, the reason why this conversation is going in the direction it is because 24 hours before that, there's this Dominican store in my neighborhood. And, you know, there's two guys in there that really do what they're supposed to do for me. You ever know niggas' faces, but you don't know their names? So yesterday, I skipped breakfast because I had to run out. And when I skip breakfast, my whole day is fucked up. Cause I have a ritual. Like I have to have my oatmeal. I have to have my motherfucking vitamins. I gotta have my damn non-flour bread, my Ezekiel bread. I gotta have my, you know, my sea moss. Like breakfast takes an hour for me. You know what I mean? My green tea, like all of that shit matters. Like I'm big on that. And I skipped that whole thing. And then I had to get breakfast. And then when I came back to the Rock, we call Staten Island the Rock, I get back over here. So let me go into the little Dominican store and get me a sandwich. Now, I don't know what a bacon, egg, and cheese is and where y'all at. I don't even eat bacon, egg, and cheese. But I said, fuck it. What else am I going to eat where I'm not going to get sick? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to order no shit. And then bacon, egg, and cheese, you can't go wrong. So I said, I'm a little hungry. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese Hero. Fucking, that shit was $8. Right? Now, I wouldn't have had the problem with the $8 if they loaded this shit up, but this is where I fucked up, and this is why it's important to speak up. So I grabbed the sandwich, right? And the bag was light. So I'm like, damn, this is gonna be a weak sandwich. Right there, I should open up and say, yo, bro, like, I try not to be that guy because I hate getting angry. I really do. Like I really struggle with that because I'm always a firecracker. I'm like, nah, like, whatever. So they give me that light ass sandwich and I'm like, all right, let me go. I go to the car. I'm starving. So I open up this shit. I told the nigga, I said, listen. I told the little young motherfucking clown at the door, I said, listen, you get, you know, you want your shit done Dominican style, right? So Dominicans, they use a presser for the sandwiches to press it down, and they call it flat sandwiches, which is dope because if you up in the hood, up in the Bronx or up in Washington Heights, they know how to do that. So what they do is the self-conscious of you eating white bread is not that bad because the bread is thin. It's so dope. So they smash the shit and then they make a great sandwich and fill it up with nice meat, whatever. These motherfuckers make my sandwich and I see these little bit of eggs and bacon. So as I'm eating, I'm like, this is too much bread here. I ain't trying to feel like a fat nigga. So let me just eat the chicken. I mean, the eggs and the bacon. And I found myself like, fuck it. And the bread wasn't toasted. I told the nigga to toast my bread and fucking smash it. I told this nigga, right? I told this stupid motherfucker. I said, make sure he flatbreads my bread and toast it hard. Pause, you understand? I opened the sandwich, this shit ain't even toasted, man. And I can't stand a Hero bread that's not toasted, unless it's a cold sandwich, right? So I literally practically threw this shit. I get to my damn studio, because the studio's right here. I put this shit in the garbage, right? Literally. I'm on the phone with my wife telling her, she's like, I'm surprised at you. I'm surprised that you didn't complain as much as you complain about everything. So she said, you need to go get that bag and bring that shit back. That's what happens when you got a good woman. Like, she knew I was on, because she knows how I am if I don't have a good meal. She knows it's gonna fuck my whole day up. So I did that. You know what I did? So I go in the studio, I grab the bag and go back to the store. So I go in the store. Now there's this guy, you ever have them number running niggas that go in the store and playing numbers for 15 hours? You like, damn, bro, get the, I don't like that. I hate people like that. Like, this nigga's getting lotto tickets and just in there for like 10 minutes. So I'm kind of the dude like, yo, I don't want to go there and you got people here. I'd rather go there when you don't got people there. You know, when like, you see other people waiting to go to the cash register, you like, yo, go. So the young nigga's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? The sandwich is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many eggs you put on this shit? This nigga said 3. I said, you put 3 eggs on a hero bread? Come on, bro. What the fuck is that? So I'm like, how you put 3 eggs, 3 scrambled eggs? And knowing these niggas, they probably had small, medium eggs. How do you put 3 eggs and bacon on a hero bread and you ain't even toast my shit? So, I ain't even curse yet. I'm trying to be cool. So, yeah, but Poppy, you ate it. I said, yeah, I ate the eggs and bacon, but I'm here with all this damn bread, and I'm telling you I didn't like the sandwich. You got to do it better. Why you ain't put 4 or 5 eggs on my shit? I'm a big nigga. Like, he said, yeah, but you should have said. I said, nah, B, like, this is not a good sandwich. I'm not happy. I come to the store enough where, you know what I mean? So the nigga was like, yeah, but you ate it. I said, yo, so he see me getting angry. Now I'm about to just throw the fucking bread in his face because I'm like, I can't believe this motherfucker. See, this is the problem with these foreign motherfuckers, right? When you come in, you patronize these stores, they love you. The minute you got a fucking complaint, that's when now all of a sudden now you a nigga. I buy shit, you ain't never complain about nothing, right? And Ken Thompson, he knows Staten Island, Bray Branch Street. You know that fucking store over there by the projects. So the nigga, now mind you, the people that owned it before, they was Hispanic, but there was a girl in there I used to fuck with, but they left. This is like years ago. They knew how to make my shit. I used to send niggas in there to get my sandwich and they knew how I liked my shit. I always told them, toast my bread hard. I can't eat a sandwich without the bread, and I toast it hard. So, I told him to put a little bit of mayo on there. I know I was on some fat boy shit. So he like, yeah, but I said, listen, man, I'm gonna come in this store every fucking day practically. You gonna do that? So he said, hold on. So he gets the upper person, the manager. The manager nigga happened to be a nigga that I knew. Salute to him. Right? You see, this is the problem, man. So the nigga pulls up and he like, yo, what's going on? I said, yo, your man gave me a shitty sandwich. I'm not happy. And he said I'm eating like I'm some fucking criminal, nigga. Yeah, I ate it. I'm starving. Of course I ate it. But this shit had 3 eggs. How you niggas gonna put 3? There's a big difference with putting 3 eggs versus 4 eggs. You know, it's a difference. You know, you can't lie about eggs. Like in a hero bread, this shit is mad thin, all this bread. I'm not gonna eat all these fucking damn carbs. Like, now it's noticeable. So I said, listen, I don't want another hero. Clearly I don't, because I'm not gonna eat the bread anyway. You know what I mean? But he said, well, you want me to put it in a roll? I'll make you another one. I said, okay. He said, I'll make you another one. He said, you know, what did you have? I said, baby, it was bacon, egg, and cheese. It was bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I'm saying? What kind of cheese? I said, no, I don't, just put some American cheese, but just put a little bit of mayo and toast the damn bread. Toast it, please. It's very important. I can't eat my shit like that because the guy that normally that cooks my sandwich, he wasn't there, the older nigga. They had these little young fucking Dominican niggas that didn't even speak English. So this little pussy nigga, I could have punched him in his fucking face. And you know what I looked at him? I said, you know what's so funny? This nigga see me all the time and talk all that what's up and all that bullshit. You play all this black, because you remember their culture is our culture. The only thing that they do, that's different than us is they listen to a lot more merengue and motherfucking reggaeton. You know what I mean? But when they dress, it's us. Hispanics, minus Mexicans, because at least Mexicans are a little more traditional, at least over here. But everybody else want to be a nigga. You in nigga neighborhoods. Your stores is primarily based. When a person is patronizing your store on a regular basis and they say, I don't like the sandwich you gave me, you got to say, what was the problem? And they're going to tell you, say, well, what could I do for you? Now, if they give you a problem later on and say, damn, bro, I'm always giving you free sandwiches every time, then that's different. But I never had a complaint with this nigga. So quick, it really showed me, because my dad always told me, you know your value to these motherfuckers when you complain. And this nigga got on some bullshit. He did that shit these Koreans do in the store. As soon as you have a fucking complaint, they want you to get out their store. So the dude ended up making me another sandwich. So I figured, you know, I still got my value because I ate that, you know, the eggs, and then I had the other one. Long story short, I still wasn't satisfied because I didn't like how that shit was sitting with me. And, you know, when he gave me the sandwich, the dude tried to put it in the bag like, yeah, okay, big bro. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, see, this is I could have went to a white store, they wouldn't have did that. See, the thing is about white people, they know the customer is always right. I'm in the customer service because that's what I've been doing over 25 years. I have my own moving business. When a person tells you that if you have a customer that patronizes you on a regular and they're not happy about something that you did, you have to fix that. That's why they say the customer is always right, because they're complaining. You can't go to war, this nigga's playing detective with me. You know what I'm saying? So you in our hood, in our culture, shit like this could get your store shot up. Now, I ain't gonna do nothing dumb like that, but it brought me back into the zone today. And prior to that, there was the night of the what's the thing? The presidential debate. So the presidential debate was interesting to me because I was stuck at my boy's house in Jersey. So my boy is he's from Medina. We call Brooklyn Medina. Brooklyn got a whole bunch of names, but he from the streets in a bad way. Like he came from a really, really fucked up childhood. But one thing I've learned, man, and I'm going to tell you this, like I love my bro. That's my nigga. He knows it. He's a good dude. Situation happened like this, right? So his wife had a little situation. He called me like, yo, bro, my wife is stuck up there in Staten Island. I need you to drive her down to Jersey because she's having an issue. So I'm like, yo, where's she at? You know what I mean? Like, it's an emergency. Like, yeah. So apparently he told her to stay parked at his boy's house. I get over there. He said, I need you to drive her car down there and I'll drive you back. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give me like an hour because I was moving around. So I get over there. His wife is cool as fuck. You know what I mean? His wife is Puerto Rican too. He Puerto Rican. So, I'm like, all right. So she's like, yo, we're going to take your car. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't expect that because now I got my Suburban. I'm like, oh my God, I got to take this fucking damn gas guzzler. And the thing is, right, with me, I have a hard time. Like, I hate to take a big truck. That's like, my truck is for my daughter and my wife, right? So that's what she runs around in and whatever. That's just our personal thing. So I'm like, damn, I got another woman in my truck, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool, leave your car, whatever. So my man said, don't worry about it, I'll tighten you up. So we get down there, me and her cool, we having great conversation. She's going through some changes. I ain't gonna say her name, but that's my people. So she like, yo, I'm like, yo, what's your issue? I'm like, yo, I think I'm having anxiety. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you having anxiety and you got everything going good in your life? You know what I mean? So I had to like say like, yo, from the outside looking in, I don't get it. You got the house, you got this, whatever. Now, some of y'all may think I was reaching there because y'all probably think I was trying to OD to make her feel better, but I don't understand what people want when they have everything, right? So I get down, long story short, there's like an hour drive. Hour drive is a long fucking drive for a New Yorker. I'd rather travel to the Bronx for an hour with a little bit of light traffic, then let's go straight. Jersey, an hour from Staten Island is far. That's 60 miles, okay? So we get down to the crib. My man is making burgers and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool, let me have a burger. So he obviously wasn't ready to drive me, right? But I didn't have to drive, excuse me. He obviously wasn't ready for me to leave right there because, have some eat. His wife is a sweetheart. I love her. She's amazing. She's genuinely a beautiful, beautiful person. Beautiful woman, beautiful person. So we sit down, and then, her son wasn't there. I missed him because he got a little 7-year-old son. That's my little man and shit. Her daughter was there, so I haven't seen her in a while. Her daughter's like 19, so I'm like, yeah, how you doing? She's like, I was going, whatever. But a little different, people, little distant. So fast forward, I started chilling on the couch, just chilling. They feed, throwing me a little bit of light food, whatever. So his boy comes over there. His boy is Whyte. Now his boy is from New York too. They both moved out there about 3 years ago. So he's married to a Hispanic wife. So now mind you, I should have got the fuck in the car and went home. Right? But I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave because I'm like, they coming in. I don't want to be rude. They're like, yo, all right, y'all, I'm out. So he's like, yo, whose truck is that? I'll trade you, because he had like a pickup, whatever. So his boy, he's a ex-police officer, cool dude. He has a Puerto Rican wife. So nothing in the house but Puerto Ricans. Me, I'm the only black one, and he's the only white one. Correction. I'm the only black one, and they all white. Yo, you heard what I said. Listen, originally there was 3 Puerto Ricans and 1 white guy. Now the white guy is married to a Hispanic, a Puerto Rican wife. They do that a lot. Especially Republicans, niggas. Listen to me. Republicans are the biggest fucking bullshitters on it. They're the biggest. They are truly the biggest hypocrites in the world. White Republicans love Latin women, and they marry them. See, the difference with that black shit, he don't marry nobody. But unless she's a prostitute, okay? Well, but now my boy's wife ain't no prostitute. None of them, they ain't no prostitutes, pause. But so they come in. Now again, I'm thinking I'm in a Puerto Rican household, but I had to remember all of them are Republicans. I don't know if you ever been around Puerto Ricans the way I have, because I grew up with them. Puerto Ricans are the only nationality that came up with us in hip hop, by the way. Yes, they helped us build this shit. Yes, they did. Okay? 5 boroughs, New York City, the 5 boroughs. I don't give a fuck wherever you lived. I'm talking about the 5. I'm not going to even go into Jersey. I'm going to say the 5 boroughs. A Puerto Rican is the closest thing you gonna get to a nigga, right? Okay. At least that's what we thought. Now, Puerto Ricans within the 5 boroughs, if they're living in a hood, they still niggas. Once them niggas is living in Staten Island, any white area, they think they white. so check it, right? So my man, somehow, some way, they're like, yo, they're gonna order some food. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm starving like a motherfucker. I'm relaxed, I'm chilling. His wife, like I said, she's my people's too, because when they first met and they was going through their little changes, I was the ambassador with the 2 of them, you know what I mean? Because she genuinely is they're just dope together. I like them as a couple, you know what I mean? This is the thing. Soon as the debate came on, they turned white. Yo, Puerto Ricans are the fucking worst with that. Listen, I got a whole bunch of other nationalities to drag, but I'm going to tell you right now, Puerto Ricans in New York City, once they move out of New York, Florida, Delaware, Atlanta, they swear they are white. It is the craziest fucking thing, man. Like, I've never seen individuals that came up with us together, the crack era. when we were kids, we knew two types of drug dealers, Puerto Rican and black. Maybe a couple Colombian niggas, but it was Hispanic or black niggas. Like, we ain't know no big time white boys. It was one or the other. And if we was uptown, it was Dominicans. You know what I mean? Dominicans think they're white sometimes too, but they're more ghetto and more niggerish than Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans think they're better than Dominicans. Puerto Ricans will have a party in his hood, but they'll close out early. Dominicans party all night like Africans. Big difference, you know what I mean? So Dominicans don't like living next door to Puerto Rico because they turn up more. So we watched the debate together. Yo, no lie. Guess who is dragging fucking Biden like nobody's business? Take a guess. I want somebody to tell me. Guess who is dragging him more than anybody? Dragging him. Like when Trump was fucking up, they didn't say one word. Shout out to Q, you Hector. Goddamn, long time no hear, bro. Who is dragging Biden more than anybody? Just remember what I said now. You got one black, 3 Puerto Ricans, and 1 white boy. Who is dragging Biden the worst? I want to hear this. I'm waiting for you to tell me this. Oh, God, somebody shoot that goddamn answer. Who is dragging? Who is just totally fuck the damn migrants? Watch this. Okay. The 3 Puerto Ricans. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I sure ain't got no wings, not yet. Listen to me. The white boy. You would think he would be on there with his nope, it wasn't the white boy. It was the 3 Puerto Ricans, the 2 Puerto Rican women, my man's wife and my man's wife. And him. Oh, they just making jokes. Oh, he looks like he's gonna die now. Oh, he's gonna die any second. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, the gas prices. I mean, yo, it was so disturbing. Now I'm quiet. Yes, Nathaniel was quiet. I'm sitting there because prior to that, let me back up a little bit. We ordered some Chinese food. Shout out to both of them because they love me. Shout out to both the wives, for real, because my man's wife is amazing. She's so amazing. When we got to the crib, when they ordered the food, I said, just give me some shrimp egg foo young, because they were ordering Chinese food. When I order Chinese food from a place I never ordered from, I got to get something that they're going to make right there. Shrimp egg foo young, they're going to make the eggs right there. You know I love eggs, right? I love protein, pause. So they said they were going to order chicken and broccoli. You know what she did? I sat down, she gives me a table, you know, a little table that you put your food on. And then she comes over with this big plate and has my damn, this is the part they say how Latin women are very nurturing. She didn't do this for my man, right? She was doing this, she literally came over with broccoli. Thank you, Summer Goddess, I'm gonna get on that. Broccoli, chicken, and she brought my shrimp egg foo young. So there was mad food because I just had the shrimp. Nobody ate that, just me. And I'm like, okay, I don't eat this often, but I'm gonna eat it now because I don't know this Chinese restaurant. So I gotta get something that I know they're gonna make fresh. Wife came over there and brought my plate. Do you understand the feeling of that? Do you, woman, I'm giving you this one thing. If there's any man that's worthy in your life, bringing him a plate of food is it. Right? So I just want to mention her for that. Thank you. I love them. I do. I sincerely love that family. However, they turned white on me. So check it, right? So fast forward back to the situation. Yo, I'm like, yo, I'm looking at them like, yo, how in the fuck are y'all Hispanic and Trump don't even fuck with y'all? how are y'all Hispanic and this nigga hates your ancestors? How are you Hispanic and this man doesn't fuck with Latin migrants? Like, my man is white. He should have been the one in there talking shit, and even him. And you know what? I still can't tell you what it was, but I know one thing. I was connecting with him better. Because when Trump was fucking up, he was like, nah, he's fucking up. He's not answering the question. He was doing a lot of that. But when Biden wasn't doing the things, he's like, oh, look at him. He's going to die right now. And you know what's funny? I do know one ignorant white boy, but he's worthless too because he's married to a Dominican. You can't, listen to me, y'all. You can't be a Trump supporter and fuck with Latin women as a man. That's like being in the KKK. You got a black wife. It just doesn't connect. You can't be gay, call yourself straight, and you sleep with men. You're gay. You understand? So as I'm sitting down, they're dragging them, just making jokes. And they're like, yeah, you got all the fucking migrants here. So my man's wife is like, yo, you got all the migrants here. So at the end of it, fast forward, I had to get into it. I did, respectfully, because I got respect for them. You know, I'm still in their house, you know what I mean? So I said, let me ask you a question. How are the migrants an issue to you? Now, I was setting up, and she says, well, you see when they rape some little girl? I said, I mean, rape is just not happening from migrants, yo. Like, I live in, we like, y'all from New York, what are you talking about? Like, like, your husband is an ex-NYPD officer. He just retired last year, 2 years ago. He's been a cop for 30 years. Like, when I tell you right now, in the black community that's killing our black women, that's killing our black men, it's not Latin migrants, nigga, it's us. So, I said, if your tax dollars are helping a family out, what does it matter? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but we put in the work to come here. I'm like, you're Puerto Rican. I know she forgot she was. Maybe she forgot that I knew she was. You are Puerto Rican. If Trump says something, or example, or any hater says, fuck them Haitian goddamn monkeys, I'm like, whoa, I'm not Haitian, nigga, but I'm black. You fucking disrespecting my race. There's nothing funny about that. So listen, no matter how much I drag I drag a troll worse than anybody. I think a troll to me is a piece of shit. But the one thing that I am about, I'm about love, man. I'm a lover, man. I don't believe that division shit in the black family, we got enough of that. My family now is so fucked up. And not because we're fucked up in a sense where we're not doing what these Latin families are doing that are close together, right? You know, the Mexicans, you know what I mean? What I don't like is division. And how quick do we get a house and move into the suburbs in a white area and also believe that we're white? And the white man is not even talking like that. It's one thing if I'm talking to a white man and he doesn't have a Latin wife and everything is white power. I get it. But you can't talk to me when your life, you can't say nothing, nigga, because she is an immigrant. We're all immigrants one way or another. So how do you sit here and laugh at a man because he's old, and suffering with dementia, and he supports you? He's not against your culture. He's not against, you guys don't even have a race. Latinos don't have a race at all. They're raceless. Did you know that? Latinos have to identify with a race because they don't have one. Even though they think they're white, the white man will remind you you're not. Listen to me. Listen. This is not no damn war shit with who did R&B and hip hop and all the above. You'd be surprised who's Puerto Rican in the game you never knew of. The one thing that I don't like is when somebody fuels hate and that you actually feel if your American dollar is going to then leave America. You know what I mean? Like if my tax, listen, if my tax dollars are going to an organization, I'm not paying taxes that I don't fuck with. I'm not. But if we're living in the United States of America and our taxes cover police, firemen, hospitals, first responders, the world is ran by taxes. You pay taxes to fund everybody to move around. So if millions of Latins are crossing over the border, a 4,000-mile border, which nobody could ever block. It's impossible. Where they was going to put a gate up. Fuck a gate, nigga. Mexicans come through tunnels. That doesn't mean shit. You can't stop that. Stopping the border is like trying to stop crime. It's impossible. It's a never-ending war. If you feel that your money is going to a certain... This is just so sad that I'm even having this conversation as an American. I'm ashamed of being American now because the flag doesn't even mean unity no more. It means fucking anti-fucking Latin. You know, Hispanic is a nationality. It's not a race. It's like if you're black, but your nationality is, you know, you're from Antigua, or maybe you're Bayesian or Jamaican. You know what I mean? They don't even have a race. If you see that your people are living in Staten Island, they tell them, go home, back to your own fucking country. How do you sit there and see these motherfuckers that talk all this shit and all the people that work for them are Latin? They're migrants. No, Americans are lazy as fuck. The majority of the people cooking your food, you go into Asian restaurants, those are migrants. The people in the back cooking your food are migrants. When you go to the hospital, the people that's serving you, the nurse, because you fucking almost died, they're migrants. How do you have that much hate? Why are you alive? Just kill yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can't live in America. You have no clue, because you go to another country, you're going to see why the fuck they come over here. Go out to fucking goddamn, if you feel that way, go to another country and talk all that anti-shit and see what they fucking do to you. Some of these people got to come in here because they have no choice. See, the white man, he can't stand Latin men and kids. That's his thing. He loves that Latin pussy, but he don't like the kids. And he don't like the men because he knows they're going to take he's not worried about the woman. That's not his threat. The white woman is worried about the Latin woman taking their men. But what is the Latin woman worried about? When your own fucking ancestors are, why do you care? I said that to her. I said, why do you care? Oh boy, listen, here we go. I knew somebody was gonna say that. It's currently stationed in Spain, Spanish. No. Just let it go. Listen to me. Nobody knows this shit like I do, because I wasn't brought up like this. So all that shit, you're getting technical with Spaniard. We're not talking about Spain. We're talking about Hispanic. We're talking about Hispanic nationality, okay? All right? Okay, there's 4 races in we're talking about the United States of America. The United States of America, there are 4 races. 4. White, black, Asian, and American Indian. That's it. When you go to a fucking damn federal prison, you gotta pick one. If you have a friend or family member that is one of the other, okay, you have to pick one. Latin people, I got some news for you. You're not white. That is a cult following over there. You should have no business even being over there. That's actually weird. Do you think a gay man is going to vote for Trump? Trump hates gays. His followers hate gay people. I live in Staten Island. Staten Island is the representation of the United States of America. These niggas are behind. They hate gays, so then leave. Gays are more powerful than white people. Let me say it again. Gay people as a group is more powerful than a white race. Did you know that? Did you know the only two groups that run the United States is the Jews and the gays? Trump's organization, his followers are against Jews and gays. So when you guys are getting into this, trying to get into this, this one's Spain. Don't tell me this education, because you're living in a divided world. I'm from New York City. I'm a proud New Yorker. Okay, we don't do that. We help each other out as a community. When you divide, right, you fall. When you stand strong, you stand tall, you stand together. We don't do that. I don't fuck with the only thing we anti here is anti-bozo. That's it. If you're a bozo, you're a piece of shit. Go in the garbage can. But this is love. We live in America. Inflation. You guys don't even know your education and what you even paying for, because all your money is supporting gays and Jews. So why do you live? Your leader is a goddamn fucking fool. He has you believing that you are white and you're not even white, but you're fueling hate and you're Latino. He don't fuck with y'all. Unless you some Latin pussy in the overseas, he's like, he don't fuck with Latin people. He don't fuck with Puerto Ricans. Y'all had that goddamn storm out there. He ain't do a fucking thing for y'all. Nothing. What did he see? You gotta write these notes down when you get in that fucking damn ignorant goddamn supporter. He did nothing. He didn't do shit for Haiti. Well, Haiti's not us, right? He didn't do shit for Haiti when Haiti went through. He didn't do a fucking thing for them Puerto Ricans out there. Nothing. And you support him because you think you're white? Why when you buy a house and a car, you think you're white? Why do you think because you're a police officer, your husband's a police officer, or a fireman, you're white? You got the fire department right now getting on this bullshit, smoking that goddamn hate dust. And you know what's gonna happen with y'all fucking motherfuckers? You retired firemen, New York City, retired police, even on the force. You're not gonna get fucked up from a migrant. You're gonna get caught from an American. That's what's gonna happen to you. I'm telling you, I wish that will too. I do wish that. Because I want you to see right now, that fucking hate that you got is backwards. You should hate yourself. That's all you should hate. Nobody else. Hate your fucking self. Now with the sister, the Puerto Rican, I called her Puerto Rican sister. I had to tell her a couple times, and I think she forgot. I said, the crazy thing is you're Latin. I'm not even Latino, but if I could have a quarter percent of my money going to the feds and going to the city and the state, so what? And I'm helping another, so what? They're coming here working, so what? It ain't gonna make me or break me. I don't run this goddamn country. It don't bother me. And if they do, whoopity-doo, shit happens, random situations happen. You can't blame a group because you have hatred in your heart. So my man, as I'm sitting there, the white man, he was the most chill one. Because he knew deep inside there was nothing funny about seeing the senior citizen struggling because he has dementia or whatever. What's funny about that? How are all three of y'all Puerto Rican, y'all find that shit funny? Y'all from the streets. That's sickening to me. And I warned that. I remember my father told me years ago, he said, Junior, be careful. When Puerto Ricans out here, they move to Staten Island, they think they white. Not the Puerto, you know what I mean? Staten Island is meaning outside of the four boroughs. When they come out of the four boroughs, Staten Island, New Jersey, Florida, they think they're white. And I think for a second, then you know what she said at the end of the conversation? She said, well, I just don't like the way they treat them here. She admitted it. She said, I feel they should get more help. So how are you supporting him and you was just making all these jokes about him? That's confusing to me. You of all people, how do you find that funny? Now, the other two I didn't really get into because they don't know politics the way that she does. She knew it on a level because she had the bigger mouth and her husband's white. Remember, these two numbskulls, they not numbskulls, but my Puerto Rican boy and wife, they're, you know what I mean? They're married. They're Puerto Rican together. But sometimes they believe they're white because they got a white friend in the house. You understand? People, you got to remind people of who they are. And I had to ask my man the best question. This is the best question you could ever ask a Latino. What race are you? Excuse me? What is your race? They have to pick an answer. There's only 4 choices. If you're on a computer, you don't pick that answer, you can't go forward. You have to answer it. You know what they tell you? They won't say black. They won't fucking say black. Guess what they'll say? They'll say everything else but fucking black. And these are the same ones using the N-word. We're listening to our music. Our culture is car culture. Big rims, fucking car systems, Yeezys. That's all blacks, Jordans, fade haircuts, locks, doobies, big fat asses. A fat ass is black culture. Big titties, and if you went and got a BBL, that's black. You're trying to be black. Our culture is the most lit culture in the world. White Hispanic, no such thing. There's no such thing as a white Hispanic. Right, they'll choose, I'll tell you what they'll choose, American Indian. They won't choose black. And you want to hear something crazy? Guess what race the Latin people are part of? Why don't you answer that? Guess what race a Hispanic is part of? Directly, first. What are they part of first? Out of the 4 races, Asian, black, white, American Indian. Indian has their own race. What race are Latinos part of? Black. That's right. So how the fuck do you fuck with a group? Because years ago, the Republicans were cool. Now they got this ignorant motherfucker. Nobody even knows what they're talking about. I don't have these political conversations because I know I would roast somebody in political history. I'm going to shoot 10 questions at them off the top of the dome and they're going to fail. It works all the time. I've won $10,000 off of these questions. Facts. I won $10,000 cash off of these fucking questions. They couldn't answer it. I said, put your phone down and watch this. And I fuck them up all the time. Every time. $10,000 fucking dollars. And that nigga paid me every bit of that shit. Cause he thought he was gonna win. I said, there's no way in the world you're gonna win with these answers without that fucking phone. You gotta be able to answer these simple questions. Who was this? What year was this? What year? Who was the first? He couldn't fucking do it. All he can do is that fucking damn Fox 5, Fox News bullshit. It's called hatred. Remember, gays and Jews don't fuck with that nigga. Biden don't give a fuck if you married to a goddamn man or woman. And Biden knows that Jews are more powerful than him. See, niggas are so stupid, they think Biden, he's more powerful than, the Jews are more powerful than Biden. Good luck on that. Good luck, white man. That's why you're going to lose your fucking race, because you're going to lose it to hatred, you stupid fuck. Remember, united we stand, divided we fall. I live by them words every damn day. So go ahead. Y'all want to look black, you go get your BBL, you wear your little Nike Air Maxes, you wear your tight pants, and then you talk like you white. You're not white, Latin people, you're not. I don't care how white your skin is. To that white man, you're a spick. He don't play that shit. He don't want you in your, he don't mind you moving the neighborhood, but he don't want your fucking dusty husband there because he's a Latin man. Yeah, they'll let you move in there with a black or white husband. Go into the whitest fucking neighborhood right now and your husband's white and you Latin, you get the pass. But let a fucking Latin family move in that bitch with a Latin father, see what the fuck they do to you. Come here. I'll take you to racist neighborhoods that I go through every day. Great Kill, Staten Island, Huguenot, Pleasant Plains. I'll take you to hardcore. Great Kills is the hardest. I'll take you to houses with Trump flags on them, on the roof of the fucking house. All white trash. I'll take you all over there. Come in that fucking neighborhood is just as bad as a nigga. The only Latin people they don't mind moving there is a Mexican because they know he's gonna fucking clean up and keep the neighborhood nice. They don't want that Puerto Rican man in their fucking neighborhood and you think you're white. You're not. You're not white. Yeah, you think you're with the white man, you're white because your kids are half spick. They speak your English. You mean don't speak your English. You're not. So all that shit you hearing from that West Coast YouTuber nigga, whatever his name is, don't listen to him. All he knows is Mexicans. He don't know. He has no idea what he's talking about because he's from the West Coast. The West Coast didn't start shit in hip hop. They were late. The West Coast didn't start a fucking thing with hip hop. You know who was on the band with hip hop other than New York? New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. Yeah, I know y'all didn't realize that. Nobody pays it. Yeah, they was. Boston, Massachusetts was on that shit before y'all, way before. They were doing that shit way before. I didn't hit the West Coast till later. You're late. You niggas listen to these damn other YouTubers, yo, fuck that, Puerto Ricans ain't even. Yes, there's only one race they identify with, unless they're from Spain. There's only one race they identify with, and they don't claim it, but they want to be black. Afro beats is a rhythm in a song. Dominicans jack that shit. Dominicans steal every fucking thing. Reggaeton started in Panama, then it went to Puerto Rico, and then the Dominicans jacked it. But what is Afro beats? It ain't nothing but African beats. Reggae, dancehall, all the calypso, merengue, that's all fucking Afro beats. That's from Africa. You guys are worse than millennials. You copy and paste every fucking thing. If you're Puerto Rican, you have black blood. That's why white people don't like you in their neighborhood, because they know you got that nigga blood. That's why. They know if you're Jewish, they don't want you in your neighborhood because they don't fuck with Jews. And they damn sure don't fuck with gays. They don't care what race you are. White racist people don't fuck with Latins, blacks, gays and Jews. That's the motto. That's what's going on over there in the Republican world. It wasn't like that before with the Boston Tea Party dummies. It's a cult now, and he's a cult leader, you fucking dumb fucks. So don't waste your time with a Trump supporter. They're all stupid. Unless he's a fucking, the only time a Trump supporter should be a Trump supporter is if the motherfucker is a mega millionaire. Then I can understand. But if he's worth less than fucking, if he's not a millionaire, it's pointless. If he's a working class citizen, he's stupid. Let him get in for the 4 years. So what? Let him do whatever you do. Let him do whatever you do. Just watch what's going to happen. You watch. Red Hazel said, do you think the wife felt offended after you reminded her? Yes, she did. She did. That's why she changed it around. She told me, yeah, well, I just don't like the way the migrants are getting treated. I'm like, huh? I didn't want to embarrass her. Because her husband was like, this debate is better than that debate. Her husband told us, and we was even going hard, because I was doing this so softly. I just said, I'm just confused. How am I a black man and I don't mind helping them? I don't mind my taxes. How much taxes you took out of my shit? Oh, you took that out? Oh, well, fuck it. You was taking them out every way since I've been working all my life. Big fucking deal. So what? So what? I said, how are you Puerto Rican and you have an issue with that? And he don't fuck with y'all. He told you he's making this damn fucking this gate on the border that's never gonna happen. You gotta remember, Latinos and Mexicans are engineers. Them motherfuckers crawl through tunnels, okay? You can't cover 4,000 miles of tunnel. It's impossible. 4,000 miles? You know how long it takes to fly a plane over 4,000 miles? Let me give you an example. For 4,000 miles, it takes a car a week to do that. And we're talking 7 whole days of driving just to go down 4,000 miles. Do the math. 60 miles an hour, do it. Add it up. So an airplane takes 6 hours. So how the fuck you think you're gonna cover that? It's impossible. But you believe it because you don't want them here? Okay. Then what? Again, why does the white man hate everybody? Who cares about what gays are doing? Who cares about who cares what they fucking each other? Look what happened to your boy Kanye. He said a whole bunch of shit about the president. Yes, he did. You remember George Bush hates black people. Remember that crazy fuck said that? Then he became a Trump supporter? That didn't fuck him up. What fucked him up is when he fucking talked about the Jews. Thank you. That fucked him up. That finished him. Did you know his wife couldn't be married to him anymore? Did you know right now they told her, listen, you will be blacklisted if you fucking even talk to him. She's not allowed to deal with him. You didn't know that? Kim Kardashian, they had a breakup. No. Them Jews ain't giving her no endorsements with her fucking Jewish hating husband. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Do you really think Kardashians, the TV show is on? They would have took it off. They don't play. Jews are fucking more powerful. That's who you got to be careful. They're the ones that run the world. So if you're in New York and you hate Jews so much and you hate gays, well, they run the city. Why are you here? They run it. They run the United States. They run the dollar bill. They run the interest rates. Jews run the interest rate. They're in charge of that shit. And you're going to pay because they lost a lot of people that Holocaust. Keep it up with the hate. Jews are no fucking joke. They're nothing to be fucked with. They're worse than street niggas. They're worse than the police. They're worse than a mob. They're worse than any. You fuck with a Jew, you can forget it. You better wake up. I live in a city where listen, Jews are so fucking, you think Jay-Z runs Brooklyn? Jews run Brooklyn. They own the fucking borough. Leona Helmsley and Donald Trump, you remember them big investors running this shit? Donald Trump was loved at one point. He became into this political YouTube propaganda, social media bullshit, and he fucking became a lunatic. That's what happened. He got a mental illness. Why you not laughing at him? You laugh at Biden, keep it up. Watch what's going to happen to you. You're going to, especially you men, you have the audacity. You die before the woman, you fucking losers. Keep the hate up. We don't do the hate shit here. We kick them out. Every time I'm doing a live stream on the phone outside, I'm dragging a fucking hater. I tell them, why don't you go fucking shit on yourself? You piece, fuck your mother. I'll stick my dick in her mouth. How many times? I tell them that. That's what because they love it. It's not that I'm dissing them. They love that. They're trolls. Trolls love to be shitted on. They love it. It's like a toilet bowl. A toilet bowl in the toilet bowl unless you shitting in there. Kanye's rich is still complaining about the Jews are holding them back. They are. They're in control. Kanye ain't in control of shit. Jews don't even own Adidas. And they told him, you better get this fucking bam shithole out of here. They fired. Well, y'all see what happened? They fired him in minutes. The only one that destroyed Kanye and set him up was fucking Nori. He's the one that did it. He showed the video. Nori from Drink Champs is the nigga that he should be blamed. That's the one that fucking railroaded him. He knew he was drunk. So he taped him and fucked this whole shit up. He did it. You don't want to fuck with a Jew. You cannot be in the entertainment industry and go against a Jew or a gay. You can't. They'll blacklist you. You cannot. It's not going to work. They run entertainment. It's a $1 trillion business. Multi-trillion-dollar business. You can't fuck with them. They run the internet. Kanye hasn't been on a major platform since. Yeah, they give him a little 15% now of his thing, whatever, but they had to give him something. They don't want the nigga to kill himself and talk more. But Kanye's done. So what I'm saying to you is, you're letting this man tell you what he do. That's how politicians do. They tell you what they got to do, and you going against the grain because you really think this nigga's going to make your life better. It ain't going to be. A hater never wins in America. Never. You can't. How you going to be a hater in America and the Jews engage run it? You know how many years you get? Kill a Jew or kill a fucking gay nigga, see what happens. Watch how many years you get. That's 300 years in jail off the rip. Don't let it be in a Jewish damn neighborhood. You're finished. They'll tell your family got to move the fuck out of here. They got to put them in a witness protection program just to protect them because they're going to kill them too. Was Kanye telling the truth respectfully? No, he wasn't, because he sold his soul already. He married that white bitch. Don't believe that nigga. Don't believe Kanye. Kanye sold his soul. He got his mother killed. That's why he went crazy. Kanye sacrificed his mother. That's why he made it. He's a mama's boy and he sacrificed his mother. You think his mother died at get the fuck out of here. She died under, she was getting a surgery. Really? You really believe that? Kanye's mother was the power. They had to get rid of her. She was his influence. Let me explain something to you about influence. If you are a woman and you want to run a man and his mother's an influence, you got to get him away from the mother. If you with a man, you want to be with him, you want to run him, and his best friend's his influence, you got to get him away from his best friend. You got to get him out of there. Oh, he got to go. He got to go. We got to get the fuck away from him. Kanye's mother was his influence. Had to get rid of him. How come nobody got arrested for that death? They killed Michael Jackson with a lethal injection. How come nobody went to jail for killing Kanye's mother? What happened to that? Isn't that quite mysterious? She died under the knife. How come nobody went to jail? That was a malpractice. Do they pick who they sacrifice? No, they never pick who they sacrifice. They pick who they have influence on. They don't pick them. They can't pick them. But they know what they got to do. For example, I'll give an example. Let's just say they tell you you can't be with your girlfriend anymore. You got to get rid of her, which is black woman that he is with, right? Okay, so very simple. You don't get rid of her, they'll get rid of her. That's what happens. So for example, let's just say, I'm just hypothetically, what probably happened was, let's say they said, you got to get rid of your mother, right? And he's like, I can't get rid of my mother. I'm not doing that. And then now the nigga wants to take the $2 billion. Well, they'll kill the mother. You're not going to tell. Because that was the sacrifice. You knew what you did already to get there. You know your mother had to go. That's what they do. Let's use this example in the streets. Let's just say you selling drugs and you got 3 kids from high school and you know that their fathers influenced them positively. But in order for them to be bigger drug dealers, you need to get rid of the fathers. So they're like, nigga, I ain't getting rid of the father, but I'll help you do whatever I do. Okay, so now we gonna kill the fucking father. So now the nigga's a servant to you anyways. He's already in the game. The father didn't know. That's how it goes. It's street shit. That's all, street justice. Same shit. That's what they do. You know what I mean? So when you see these situations, you got to think about it. Back to America, you can't live in the United States of America and fuel hate. That you got to go play war, nigga. Go there. You got a problem with some motherfucker? You like to fight and shoot gun? Go to Ukraine. Go to fucking Russia, nigga, and go fight. Go see where it's real at. Where they blow your fucking kids up in school. You don't got no problems in America because our tax dollars protect us. We got the most incredible motherfucking security in the world. Go ahead. Our airspace is crazy. They shoot planes down every fucking day. Did you know that? Oh no, I just thought about the plane in the World Trade. Do you really think that's the plane you seen? Because they didn't shoot it down, dummies. You would have never heard about that if they shot that fucking plane down. You know what happens when they shoot a plane down? It's just a big ball, nothing. That shit hit the building, that was it. Yeah, the fighter jets was 5 minutes away, even though it takes 5 minutes to come here from fucking DC, but they missed it. That's what happened. Our airspace is busy. Ask these federal FBI niggas how many times they shooting out fucking damn UFOs out the sky. All day. Go fly a drone and see if that drone go higher. Fly a fucking drone. They train the drone not to go higher. It can't. Our airspace is crazy. You can't just go take a plane and fly from here to California. You gotta have permission. No permission to kill you. Plain and simple, that's it. See, these two planes that flew into the sky, they were smart. They had permission, so they hijacked it. The plane had permission. It was a commercial jet, a passenger commercial jet. It's in the sky. So you can't put the UFO up in there. You can't put the motherfucking you can't put any fighter jet in that sky. Not happening. It's impossible. So, what other better way? You go into the goddamn fucking pit. They don't got no guns. Well, they do now. Go into the motherfucking pit, go up in that bitch, and you hijack it. That's what they did. So they didn't even know. They didn't even know until they told it was hijacked. Then the fighter jets went up. The reason why the tunnel, those towers went down is because the fighter jets came there too late. That's what happened. Now, would there people that died on that plane? Unfortunately, they would have. You would have never heard about it on the news. They can't tell you that because you'll freak out. Our airspace, the reason why people are running to this country because our protection is ridiculous. The American government is nothing to fuck with. You can't play games with the feds. You know that. You know in the hood, they are feds. Well, they know a federal jail's worse because feds make their own rules. The state doesn't. Federal makes up a rule. They could make any fucking, they could lock you up for anything. You can't do shit about it. They could give you 100 years just because you know a person. They could change your social security number, give you a new identity, every fucking thing. They could change your face. People you thought that's dead never died. Be careful with that shit. I'm telling you, don't believe everything you see. Believe what you can't see. The reason why them planes went down, because when they knew they were hijacked, it was too late. That's the reason why. It would have never fucking happened. It would have never happened. That's why the security is so deep on a plane. That's hard to hijack a plane. Now with a weapon, these niggas didn't even have guns. Try hijacking a plane right now with a fucking damn butter knife and see what happens. They'll kill you on there. Not even the police officers, the fucking people. You can't run a world with hate. It just doesn't work. That's why Latin families, unlike the Latin families that are working and building, they're unified. That's why they're stronger. They don't care about interest rates. It don't matter. There's too many of them. You're worried about prices, just you and your husband. Some of y'all just by yourself. You got to worry about that shit when that fucking gas goes up to $8 a gallon. When your Tesla's not working because the electricity's off. You got to worry about that. They don't. They got each other. You in the house and electricity's off, you'll fucking freeze to death. They won't. All they got to do is get on top of each other and keep warm. Be careful with that shit. I've never seen a hater win in my life, ever. Never. Because they're never happy. Drake is half Jewish and black. Has he ever rap about his Jewish culture? He don't have to. He does. He don't have to. Who do you think is more? Everybody probably think Kendrick's more powerful. Yeah, in the hood he is. All them googly ass niggas, yeah, Kendrick. Shit, not to society. And I tell you one goddamn thing that Kendrick ain't gonna do. He ain't gonna throw no anti-Jewish Semitic remarks in his song. I tell you, he's not gonna do that. He gonna call him everything in the world, but he's not gonna say nothing about his Jewish heritage. Nothing. Because Kendrick knows who writes his check. He knows in one heartbeat they could blacklist him. Listen to that song. They ain't like us. They ain't like us. Not one time did he go there. Not one fucking time. Even with his indirect shit, his subliminals, he was careful. He did everything else, but he didn't do no anti-Semitic remark because he know Drake is powerful. Drake is more powerful than Kendrick. Drake is probably the most powerful rapper in the United States because of the fact that he's Jewish. He can't get blacklisted. Drake will never get blacklisted. It's division. That's why I told you, LA, Los Angeles peaked already, right? You know that. LA peaked. When they peaked, when Biggie and Pac died, that was it. I was finished with them. They're done. So what are we doing now? Oh yeah, we bringing it back. Yeah, ignorant niggas, that's how they do. They ain't learned yet. A nigga will kill Drake over Kendrick. He will. But I promise you, Kendrick is on thin ice. All he got to do is say one anti-Semitic remark, just in a comment on a fucking podcast, he's done. Drake can't be done. He's Jewish. He can't be anti-Semitic because it's like, it's calling himself this, you know what I mean? So it's the same thing with these Latins. How do you call yourself this? And it's just weird. I think what people just got to realize is that know your history and then shut the fuck up. That's it. When you know who you are, then talk. If you don't know who you are, don't say a word. Don't say a word, because if you don't know who you are. Now, in the black community, black and Hispanics, that's what a black community is. A black community is not black and white. A black community is not black and Asian. It's black and Hispanic. Hispanics don't want to have nothing to do with being called black, but they want to steal all of our fucking goddamn culture. Our music, our clothes, everything. But don't want to identify as black. That's crazy. When they go to jail, the skinheads tell them, you better go over there with the niggas, because you ain't fucking coming. Skinheads in jail remind these motherfucking Puerto Ricans and Mexicans, you are not white. You are a nigger. Spick and niggers, same shit. The Drake fans were jumping Rick Ross and his crew and because those are all ignorant things. That ain't the real. That's nothing. That just somebody gonna die with that. That's nothing. That's nigger shit. White nigger shit. White. That's just the same shit we're dealing with the politics. The real deal is, did Kendrick say anything about his Jewish to go put on a yarmulke? He didn't say nothing like that. You notice that? He didn't say one fucking word about his Jewish heritage. If he was really trying to drag him, how come he didn't go there? He could have went there too. He could have went there. He could have said, happy Mazel Tov. He could have went there with all types of shit. He didn't do it. He will not. So y'all listening to it, yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, he roasted him. But Drake still won. He's the Jew. Kendrick ain't nothing but a nigga. A black man will never win over a Jew. It's not happening. Ever. Ever. Yeah, that's a fact. That's it. Thank you. Know your history or shut the fuck up. You got to know your history. Know your history, who you are. My great-grandmother was white. I don't hate white people. I hate racist motherfuckers. I don't hate white people. I don't hate Latin people. I don't hate none of them. I just see the sadness because niggas is just dumb. And to be dumb is just not to know who you are. If you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. But to be dumb is when you talk like you know something and you don't know. You don't know. You don't know who you are. You got to know that. You know, when you know who you are, you'll be a better judge of character. That's why I judge characters so well, because I know who I am. I know who I am. And I'm proud of who I am. I love me. I love my parents for raising me and teaching me all the things I needed to know with education. They educated me before I went to school. And I never grew up with, I had best friends, Jewish David, Caleb, Black, Italian. One of my best friends is Italian. He's a Trump supporter, but he's just stupid. Can't help, you can't fix stupid. He supports Trump, his wife is Dominican and his daughter's half Dominican. What is the sense to that? Do you understand? And then he says he's not a racist. It's not the fact that you're a racist, nigga. If you support a fucking damn coalition, nigga, that's who you are. That's who you have to identify yourself. We're not gonna get into these tank conversations like, oh, just because you fuck a man doesn't make you gay. Yes, it does. You stuck your dick in a man's asshole and nutted, you're gay. You let a man suck your dick and knew it was a man and bust a nut, you are fucking 100% fucking gay, 100%. Niggas don't be knowing, they don't know. And these are the same niggas that don't know women, they don't know man, they don't know nothing. They just like, let's get it over with, nigga. Like we couldn't wait for the summer, let's get that over with. Let's get the election, let's get to it. Niggas are so stupid, they think inflation came from fucking Biden, you dummy. It came from COVID, you stupid fuck. That fucked us up. COVID raised the prices to every goddamn thing because it built demand, dummy. Did you ever see a car dealership in 2020? They were empty. You had to wait 6 months to get a fucking car. Well, guess what? You're still paying for that. That demand set a lot of shit back for a lot of people. Supply and demand. You supply it, it builds demand, and you supply it. You have to build the demand. You know, like you got to know, even in the streets, you know, when coke is up, dope is low, right? And when the dope is up, the coke is low. That's just how it goes. It's like bringing metal to a scrapyard. It comes up and down. I went to a scrapyard today to a recycle station to bring my damn junk to. That used to be $90 fucking in 2019. Now that shit's $160. That's almost double. COVID damage shit. Are you kidding me? Do you know the damage? And Trump was here, you dumb fucks. That's the killer. He was here. He was the president when that shit happened. He caught COVID. And he used the fucking damn vaccine. Like, y'all forget about everything. Biden wasn't even the fucking president when that shit happened. That's crazy. Come on, like, you just don't know. Y'all just don't know political history. You wouldn't be able to fuck with me with it. Not without a phone. You gotta have your phone. Put your phone down, I'll challenge you. $10,000, 10 questions you're gonna lose. Because you don't know your history. You just know the current events. That's corny. You gotta know history. Current events is nothing, that's trendy. Today's news is gonna be old news tomorrow. History, you know what history is? When shit peaked. Historical moment, you know what that means? That means something you ain't never seen before. It's historical. It doesn't mean it happened 5 years ago. That's it. That's history, nigga. That's the past. Historic. You don't know your damn political history. There's historic things that have happened, and I ask these questions, and they can never get it. Some of y'all don't know nothing. All you know is fucking damn Biden and Bush. That's all you know. You don't even know which one was the worst Bush. Oh, Clinton, yeah, he let that girl suck his dick. You all get your dick sucked on the side, you fucking piece. You're a man. All men do that. All men that have the privilege do it. Because if he don't have the privilege, he wants to do it. All men get their dick sucked. If he's lucky. All men. Married, sharried, I don't give a fuck how long you've been with your wife. Trust me. If he's bitter, it's because he can't get no new pussy. Your husband's moody because he can't fuck something else. He wants some new ass. So he puts all the blame on the damn list. I can't wait till fucking Trump gets back. It's all bullshit. Don't believe him. He's a loser. I'll put a bad Hispanic bitch on him, he's gonna fucking fold. It happens all the time. There's no man that's not gonna fold on an Hispanic pussy. Not happening. No man, I told you that. But back to you Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans, you just gotta listen. Yes, you did build hip hop, but you're not white. You helped us build it. Yes, you know, when we were building the roof, you were holding the walls. Yes, you was, absolutely. You were part of the crack epidemic with us. You was in the street wars, no question. You was in our community. We lived in the same building, same projects, ate the same fucking cereal bowls, had babysitted by the different same mothers. Yes, we get it. But when you get a couple of dollars, you think you're white. You're not. You love our culture, Latin women. Look at Cardi B. Cardi B is the prime example. She's a fucking swagger jacking thief. She thinks she's fucking, she'll do everything black women want to have. Want your black kids, want your black man, suck black dick, want black culture, want a black ass, want black titties, but she claims Latin, she ain't black. She just as black as Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is from Trinidad, so is fucking damn, what you call his motherfucking parent. Don't believe these motherfuckers. You gotta stop believing it. Trump didn't even prepare for exactly. I know niggas that caught COVID and never repaired and still that. You gotta remember, you can't convince a cult leader. Convincing a cult follower is like convincing a man that got pussy whipped. You can't do nothing about that. Impact male. What is an impact male and a motherfucking damn cult follower? They're poison. There's nothing you could do. All you got to do is put a bullet in their head. The only thing you could do with them is put a bullet in their head and stop them from thinking. That's it. They're worthless. There's nothing you could do to change their mind. You got to put a bullet in their fucking head. It's like when you have a dog, you got to put the dog to sleep because the dog is sick. They're sick. There's no talking to them. So even when I had that conversation, shout out to them, but she changed her whole shit up. Because if she forgot she was Puerto Rican, she did. I know she did because I had to remind her. She thought I didn't know. I said, what's funny is he's white and you Puerto Rican. I'm confused. You shouldn't even be talking about politics, period. Find out what your race is. Find out how come Hispanics was never given a race. Why don't you work on that? Red Hazel said COVID, shout out to Summer Goddess. Red Hazel said, I think COVID was really here in the late 2019 because my sister got real sick. COVID was here in 2019, facts, it was. Anybody that was in a hospital and knows what I'm talking about, I'm telling you, that shit was here in 2019. It was killing people in the hospital. People was catching infections. They didn't know what the fuck it was. If you lost anybody in 2019, I guarantee COVID slowed the process down for them to die. Well, it did. Bush knew the planes was gonna fly into that motherfucking damn thing. He knew it. You didn't think Trump knew that COVID was here already? He said he did. He said it'll be gone. He knew it. He just think that he didn't think it was going to tear the world up. So the government had to let him know, you're not in charge, motherfucker. We're going to shut the whole fucking United States down. Some places they shut the world down. Who the fuck? What president stopped that? What billionaire stopped that? None of them. Niggas is dying. COVID fucked everything up. That's why everybody going crazy. It got nothing to do with the president. It's the COVID. COVID made niggas crazy. Remember, COVID, you can't see it. So a lot of y'all don't even know that shit. Some of y'all caught brain COVID, and it made you crazy. I'm telling you. All you got to do with a Hispanic person, just ask them, what is your race? That's all. Watch what they say. They don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, especially the brown-skinned ones. What is your race? Can you be specific? Your race. Black, white, Asian? They probably tell you they're Asian. They don't have a race. Facts. They are of one race, but they don't have their own race. So if you don't have a race, how do you have an opinion to a fucking... Why don't you ask the government to give you a fucking race? You building a country up like a motherfucker. Why don't you ask them to give you one? I'm telling you. COVID was here in 2019. You caught that shit you caught it in 20. It was the same one that was caught in 2000. They just didn't know what the fuck it was. So they wrote it off as natural causes. They didn't know what that shit was, but when it hit hard, it hit in March, that was it. Yeah, I know she did. She talked about me to the point where after I left, I know it left a negative tone with her, because sometimes you gotta remind, if a person doesn't know who they are, you have to remind them. Sometimes your presence can let a motherfucker know who they are, because I said, you talk to the average Trumps, they're gonna say something about the migrants. They're letting them in. Okay, well, ask that white man that says that would he fuck a Latin woman, a beautiful Dominican or fucking Colombian. Watch what he says. Of course he would. He'll suck her pussy right after the brothel. Of course he would. So let me give you a better example. That's like a black man telling you he has problems with the migrants coming into America, but meanwhile, he loves Latin America. You see what I'm saying? I believe that COVID is something worse when it be released again. Yes, it will. We forgot about that, though, because all we doing is fueling hate. We ain't preparing ourselves. What happens if they lock us down for 2 months like that again? You got to remember, when you lock a world down like that for 1 month, that's equivalent to a trauma of you seeing somebody getting shot in the head. That'll fuck you up. You know, listen, you're in jail. You put a person in solitary confinement for 2 years. You're not in jail. You're in the real world, and now you're seeing this historical thing happen. It never happened before to this level since that shit in the 60s. I forgot. The pox, whatever it was. And what do you think is going to happen to a person that realizes in this world that there's not a dollar that could have saved anybody's life? How about the people that was unlucky that went into the hospital and never came out? You know how many friends and family I lost in fucking COVID? They caught that shit. Once they got on that respirator, that was adios. That's it. Now you catch it, you survive it. Still, people still dying from that shit. I'm just saying, not like it was. Just imagine that. You didn't think that was a wake-up call? Oh, remember they was trying to population control. No. See, those are, you can't hear that, because if population control is the government. How you gonna have population control? We just had a whole bunch of migrants coming. That's bullshit. Yeah, I'm telling you, that shit ain't no joke. COVID exposed me. I thought I was balanced. I'm telling you, listen to me. COVID, fuck that. Only the strong survive COVID. Only the strong survive COVID. All the weak ones either died, unfortunately, because it was weak, the body couldn't handle it. Or they have a mental illness right now. COVID. I know they say long COVID. No, they listen, trust me when I tell you, that shit did brain damage. It affects the brain. It directly affects it's a head cold. It's a head cold. It affects the brain. COVID ain't no joke. I caught that shit is no fucking joke. If I had caught that bitch 3 years old, I would have been dead. The average person's physical body couldn't handle that shit. You got lucky. Only the strong survive. So listen, again, let me give a disclaimer again. This is nothing about don't fuck with Latin people, look at them different. Just know your history. Know that people are quick. Everybody want to be black, but nobody want to be black. Everybody want to be black. Like, people got to be like, yo, if you Latin nigga, stick with your culture. Wear what y'all niggas wear. Stop trying to dress like me. Stop trying to look like me, talk like me, listen to music like me, do things like me. And then you claim that you white. That's crazy. That's a kick in my ass. You shouldn't have a conversation with me about Drake or motherfucking Kendrick. You're not black, right? One thing about me, I'm not gonna deal with nobody that wanna be white. I deal with a white person. I don't do that. You wanna be white, you got no power. I'd rather deal with the white man. I know what I'm dealing with over there. He white. It's crazy. Just be aware. That's just how it is. That's how they are. Anybody you know that's not black that got a BBL, you can't go no more direct way to being a nigga. They say BBL, you want a black woman's butt. That's what it's called, BWB. It's a black woman butt. Your ass ain't fat enough, so now you want to look like a fucking African woman. African women got the biggest asses on the planet. They didn't tell you that. They tell you that Dominican does. No, she does not. The biggest asses on the planet is African women. They got the biggest asses on planet Earth. They always did. Americans don't get along with them for whatever reason. Why? Because their heads is nappy? Because they got shiny faces? They got the biggest natural bodies on planet Earth. Always did, always did. But they tell you the Latin one didn't. No, she didn't. She want to look like her. Cardi B steals black culture and she fucking claims it to be hers. She's a rapper. Rapping is black culture. You rap, you're trying to be black. Eminem wanted to be a black boy. Rapping is black culture. R&B, singing is black culture. Rhythm and blues, black culture. Mariah Carey, black culture. She sung that song with Moody Long. The only difference with Mariah Carey, she don't deny her black heritage. That's why I fucks with her. Latin people deny their black heritage. They quick to drag that fucking Haitian. They brag that Haitian. They more fucking Haitian than them. Dominicans to me ain't nothing but fucking Hispanic Haitians. Same shit. It's the same shit. They got the same feet, same lips. They do. Only difference is more fucking damn Haitians speak Spanish. And most Dominicans are ashamed to speak French. They're ashamed of it. Everybody wants to be black. Never forget, to be cool is to be black. If you want to be cool, that's to be black. If you know a white boy, yo, that nigga's mad cool because he's got a black vibe. But at least a white boy will tell you that. A white boy want to be black. You can't tell Eminem he a white boy. He gonna be like, well, shit, I fuck with nothing but black people. He don't want you to acknowledge him as a white boy. He just wants you to acknowledge him as a rapper. See the difference? What kind of rap is Cardi B doing? There's no doubt that she's a rapper. She's trying to be black. And on a respectful level, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I like some of Cardi's music, but I don't like her as a person. J-Lo is black culture. She doesn't embrace her black fucking heritage openly. She thinks she's white. And white men love Latin women just as much as the black man, but the only difference with the white man, he marries her. Jennifer Lopez thinks she's white. She only thinks she's Jenny from the block when it works for her, but Jennifer Lopez thinks she's white. That's how Puerto Ricans are. A lot of them are like that, unfortunately, especially from New York. They move to Florida, they think they fucking white. They love white people. Latins are obsessed with white people, but they're obsessed with our black culture. See the difference? They're obsessed with black culture. You know it. Go up to motherfucking Washington Heights. All them Dominicans look like niggas in Harlem in the 90s. They wear our clothes. They wear our culture. They talk. If you wear fucking Jordans, you're trying to be black. Period. Jordans for black people. Yeezys are for black people, believe it or not. They are. It's for us, by us. That's what Nike made them for. That's what our culture is. Fuck FUBU. That's FUBU. We don't fuck with FUBU. FUBU's garbage. For us, by us. These are the things that's for us. That's our shit. Gold chains around the fucking neck, jewelry, nice cars, riding around in the ghetto with a nice whip. That's black shit. Lamborghini, Mercedes, BMW wouldn't be where they're at without us. We the one that made them fucking rich. There's not a Hispanic, unless a Hispanic is traditional, they want to be black. I'm telling you. But they just don't claim it. They will never fucking claim it. Never. If you don't believe me, call that Dominican that said you black. Me no black, me Dominican. They don't even know what the fuck they are. Go to a Puerto Rican that says you black. Well, I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican. They quick to make that. Yeah, they quick. Well, I thought you was a nigga the way you were living. Babies, mamas, shit. Them fucking Hispanics got babies, mamas like a motherfucker. Them niggas don't take care of their kids either. They fathers ain't shit. They fathers are worse. They fuck their daughters and nieces. Hispanic men are notorious for that shit. You didn't know that? Them niggas are notorious for fucking their dad. They fall in love with their nieces. All the time. She ain't mixed. She's Puerto Rican. You talk about J-Lo. J-Lo's Puerto Rican. She's just a Puerto Rican girl that thinks she's white. She ain't no Bronx Puerto Rican. She ain't like Lisa. Lisa is, you know what I mean? That's a Puerto Rican, a proud Puerto Rican. Proud Puerto Ricans, they embrace their heritage. Puerto Ricans, they want to be white, they think they white. I've lived in Florida. Puerto Ricans don't think they white or black. You live in Florida, boo. You live in Florida. We can't even have a conversation. Only thing I know about Florida, all y'all in Florida do is you have orgies. That's it. You can't tell me nothing. All you do is cheat on your husband and fuck. I'm sorry, respectfully, sister. Respectfully. You can't talk to me. You're from Florida. We have no conversation. That's the land of the retirees and horny housewives. You can't tell me nothing. You know how many fucking women I know in Florida, all they do is fuck men in front of their husbands, and while the husbands sit there and jerk off and another man's fucking the shit out of them? The biggest hoes are in Florida. The porno industry left LA, they go to Florida. All the filming is done in Florida. Watch, I'm saying, all the pornographic film is filmed in Florida now. Miami, Tampa, they do it out there. Look it up. They be right on the fucking damn terraces in Miami, girls sucking a black man's dick. BBC, watch it, Blacked. You know that production, Blacked, BLACKDED? Blacked. All of they filming is in Florida. Florida, Sunshine State. You can't tell me nothing about a Puerto Rican. You live in Florida. I'm in New York. Puerto Ricans migrated from Puerto Rico here first. Never forget that. They came to the Bronx and Brooklyn. You can't tell me nothing about a Puerto Rican. Florida, they moved out there years ago. You know what I mean? That's new. You can't tell me nothing about a Floridian Puerto Rican. You go out there to get your butt done and you fuck a nigga. I'm telling you, the porno industry, the biggest whores in the United States is in Florida. All them sex parties, the lifestyles is out there because they're bored. And the laws changed now. They had to do all the pornographic film in LA for years. No more. Florida is the spot. Florida is the spot. You want to get in the porno business, you go out there. All the porn stars live out there. That's where they fly to fuck. They fly us out. Now, not me, but they fly niggas out there to go fuck them. That's what they do. Florida, the big. Listen to me. I'm in this game. My man gets flown to Florida all the time. My other man lives out there. That's all he does is lifestyle. All they do is fuck. They have places you walk in and pay $25 and stick your dick in a glory hole. Fantasyland. Go to Fantasyland in Tampa. Right now it's open. Right now, go to well, it's not open now, but you go into Fantasyland. I think it's 24 hours. You go in there, you see the woman sitting there. You go in there, stick your dick in a glory hole. The girl sucks your dick. I lived in Puerto Rico. My ex-husband is Rican also. My Puerto Ricans from New York move where? Yeah, it doesn't matter there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, sister, listen to me. You came in the conversation late, and the crowd will tell you this. You said, I lived in Puerto Rico. My ex-husband is Rican also. Many Puerto Ricans from New York. Right. Listen to me. Puerto Ricans migrated to New York in the 1940s. Facts. They migrated to New York City. Facts. Dominicans was even coming here in the 1940s. You migrated to New York City. They moved to Florida. If you marry a damn Puerto Rican girl in New York and she goes to Florida, you're finished. You're done. You know it. You're not going to admit it right now. You're done. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you this again, OG. What's her name? XOXO. Listen to me. You said Florida. So what I'm saying to you is once you go to Florida, that's it. Florida's the end of the road. You got to have this conversation with me and you live in New York now. That would have been different. You hold no weight. You can't hold no weight when you move to Jersey as a Puerto Rican, Delaware, the DMV, the South, Atlanta, especially Florida. You can't hold no weight in this conversation if you move to Texas. You're Puerto Rican. You move to Vegas, it's going to be the same thing. You don't live here anymore. So you said it yourself. You said many Puerto Ricans from New York move where? Florida. I agree. I tell you that they do. And then when they move out there, they think they're white. I know too many Puerto Ricans, trust me. They tell me that y'all think you're white out there. Because the white people run fucking Florida. The Jews run it. The Russians and the white Jews run fucking Florida. So you move out there, you think you're white. Oh, we got a house now, and things are great, and New York is dirty and there's a rat. Yeah, because you think you're white. You're still a Puerto Rican. The white man thinks you got cockroaches. When they see a roach on this block, he gonna blame you. And when the white man don't want you there because he know y'all known for cockroaches. As a Puerto Rican woman, they gonna bring all the fucking cockroaches and fucking spics. They don't want you in Boca Raton. Listen to me, sister. I'm not even dissing you. Listen to me. Come on, be honest. Listen to me. You moved from the Bronx and Fordham, all fucked up in the hood, and now you moved to Florida into Boca Raton. You don't want to be Puerto Rican anymore. You're gonna think you're white. You're in Boca Raton. You have no choice. Your neighbors is all uppity white people. You ain't gonna tell me you from the motherfucking Bronx, from Fordham. That would be disgusting. So you're gonna play the role and act like you're one of them. And you're gonna have white friends that you're gonna think you're white. You're gonna think you're J-Lo. Hey, how you doing? We don't give J-Lo the black pass. She don't have it at all. She don't fuck with us. She's not Lisa. Angie Martinez has she has the pass. Angie Martinez is Puerto Rican and she identifies herself as a black woman. She got black kids, all the above. She fucks with us. Fat Joe identifies his blackness. We give him the pass because he identifies him as a black Hispanic. He's of the black race. Fat Joe, yeah, he got a house in Miami and all the above, but he's still up here in Jersey and in the Bronx. You have to embrace that. You should know better than that. Yes, y'all moved to Florida, you think you're white. You're not Fat Joe, and when you could go out to Miami and blow millions of dollars, yeah, I get it, but most of y'all not even living out there on that rich level. We talking about common folks. You moved to Tampa or Orlando, and you think you're white. That's just what it is. And then you think New York is a damn big shit box. You forget where you come from. Thank you. That's the problem. There you go. Thank you, Sharon. Yes. That's why they tell you it's not where you from, it's where you at. You can't hold no weight. You're in Florida now. If you was having this conversation on this live stream with me and we were talking and you were in the Bronx because you've been living there all your life, trust me, your conversation would have been better. You're in Florida right now. You're going to talk just like that. That's why that's why you said the comment in the past, you said, and I quote, I live in Florida. Puerto Ricans don't think they're white. Naturally, because you live out there. You don't think you're white, but you do think you're white. I bet you quick to listen to some black culture. You like black music, don't you? You probably like a black dick every now and then on the side with your husband. You know that black man fucks the living daylights out of you better than a Hispanic man. You do know that, right? You do know that black dick is a favorite to a Puerto Rican woman. You do know that. Now tell me if I'm lying. You tell me right now that Puerto Rican husband of yours fucks you better than a black man. You tell me right now you never been with a black man. You know you're lying. You know you're fucking lying. You know you're lying. You tell me right now you never fucked a black man in New York. Impossible. A Puerto Rican woman that never fucked a black man is like telling me you had a black man that been in jail and never been with a man. Yes. Tell me right now. And y'all don't even call it big black cock like the white woman in Florida. You call it big black dick. You say the same shit that fucking damn black woman says. So tell me right now that you ain't never had no black dick in your life. You ain't never sucked no black dick and said, give me that dick, it looks, oh God. Answer the question. I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm mixed. Wait, so what is your race? There's no such thing as a mixed race. You have 4 races. What is your race, darling? Watch this. Choose one. What is your race? Because mixed is not a race. There's no such thing as a mixed race. You got to choose one. I could be mixed. I could be half black. Jake calls himself black. He's mixed. His mother's white. His father's black. He goes with his father's race. What race saw you? You have a dog. Is a Doberman Pinscher or is a mutt? He got to identify with something. Is he more of a pit or what? I'm biracial. Come on now. First and foremost, you're mixed. You're this. Biracial is not a race. Biracial is just mixed. It's the same shit. Biracial just means you're mixed. What race are you? Watch this, y'all. This is what Puerto Ricans do all the fucking time. Watch this. We got one right here. What race are you, darling? There's 4 races in the census, in the government, in the FBOP, in the government site. Oh my God, see, she won't say it. Why don't you just tell me what you are? Are you black or white? Which one are you? What race are you? You have 4 races, choose one. Trace is biracial, don't matter what he say. Oh my God, man. See ignorance? See what I mean? She probably think Trump is her fucking friend too. Oh boy, this is the worst thing, I tell you. Yes, we say mixed. What do you identify yourself as? We get it. You're mixed. Your mother and father probably did whatever. What do you identify yourself as? Drake does not identify himself as a white man. No, listen, oh my God, people, listen, darling, I'm gonna try this for you one more time. What race do you identify yourself as? Mariah Carey's mixed. She identifies herself as black. What do you, watch, this is what I'm saying. She's going to hit me with the ignorance. She's not going to answer the question. I told y'all, she thinks she's white. Didn't she start this conversation and say Puerto Ricans don't think that they're white? So what do you think yourself as? If you don't think that you're white, what are you? Now watch this. She did say if you don't think you're white, so what race are you? What race are you? It's a simple question. What do you identify yourself as? It's like a person that says they're bisexual. No, they're gay. You have to choose one. You can't say you sleep with both. Okay, so which one are you? Because if you sleep with men, you're gay. Okay? If you are mixed, which are you white? Because you said you're Puerto Rican now, so be careful. Are you white or are you not? Just answer the question. Let me give you the 4 races again. Black, Negroid, Caucasoid, right? No, we ain't gonna even get into this. Let's just keep it simple. Black, white, Asian, Indian American. What are you? If your cousin's locked up in jail and you went to the prison and you wanted to look him up, you gotta choose one. There's no such thing. I gave you the answer. Nah, get out of here. Get out of here. Get her the fuck out of here. Get her out of here, people. Get out. Get her out. Get her out. Get her out. Get her out of here. Get her the fuck out of here. This bitch is stupid. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Get her out. Get her out. Block her. Get her the fuck out of here. Get her out. 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 Get out of here. Get her out. Bye. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. Don't come back here. You stupid bitch. That's how they are. I told you. I'm black and white equals mixed. See how stupid she is? See how dumb she is? If you go to the census site, right, don't come back here, bitch. Don't come back here. Don't fucking come back here. Bye. You're hidden now. You're done. Bye. Bye. Don't come back here. Don't come back here, you ugly bitch. Don't come back here. Fuck out of here. No, this is my point. I'm telling you, she can't accept. She won't admit it. She probably wanna. She fuck niggas. She thinks she black. She probably used the N-word, but she gonna think that she don't want to be black. She don't. I'm telling you, they all like that. All of them are fucking like that. All that. Did you see what I talk of that big dick shit? She know the deal. You think she just fucking that little dick ass Puerto Rican down there in fucking Florida? Hell no. The biggest hoes is out there. Excuse me, not the ones that's born and raised. Floridians are different. I'm talking about the people that migrate to Florida, hoes. Trust me. My Panamanian homegirl, they all go out there and fuck the whole goddamn state. I'm telling you. Don't believe it. There's no option for mixed. This dummy, I told the bitch, listen, there's 4 fucking options in the Census Bureau in the United States of America and the government website. Choose one. She says, I'm black and white. So why don't you say which one it is? Or black and Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican is not a race, dummy. Hold on. Oh my God, I can't. Black and white. I thought you was Puerto Rican. You just messing up. But anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is my point. They don't want to be, they want the culture, but they don't want the responsibility of being black, but they want to be black. And that's why Kendrick said they are not like us. They not like us. They are not. They're not. To be us is to embrace your black heritage. Okay? Now, again, mixed, we get mixed, you know what I mean? We all mixed one way or another, but what do you identify yourself as? She couldn't answer it. She couldn't answer it. So she's going to basically go to a motherfucking white man and they say, you black or Caucasian? She's going to say both. They're going to say, no, bitch, you got to choose one. We looking at a black woman, you damn sure ain't Caucasian, so what do you identify yourself as? Some people don't believe they're men. Some people are like, well, I was born with a dick, but I'm a woman. But so what do you identify yourself as? You know what I mean? And that's just that. But this is the conversations you have to do, and this is the part that becomes a headache. She's black when she with her black fake friends. Exactly. I'm telling you, when you have a Puerto Rican tell you, listen, I got black in my blood, they identify their blackness. Any motive, any Latin identifying their African heritage is valid. If they don't acknowledge it, you know what I mean? Then you got to ask them, so what are they? And they're going to tell you American Indian or fucking Caucasian. They're going to tell you the other three. They're going to never say black because they don't want to be black. I'm telling you. I ain't going to say none of them, but most, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, it's been real goddamn. It's sad, but it's weird. It is weird. It's weird. It's like a cult. Everybody wants to steal our shit. They listen to our music. You be at the traffic light, they playing our shit. You know, I respect it more when I see a white boy trying to play our music. Because at least he knows he's white. But he loves the culture. You understand where I'm coming from? But the Puerto Rican thinks she's him. So it's just like, if I'm gonna go, listen, if I'm gonna be around white people, I'm gonna be around white people. I'm not gonna be around people that think they're white. Because when you remind them, they're gonna get mad. Like her. She wasn't cooperating. See, that's a question that reminds you why the dating world. A simple fucking question, yes or no. And they can't mix. Yeah, I get it. You're mixed. You got a black mother, white father. So what do you identify yourself as? I know mixed people that can't identify themselves as white. They can't. Drake is not a white man, no matter which way he does it. Yeah, he's Jewish. You look at Drake, that is not a fucking white man. He cannot address. So even if he tried to, he still can't. He still embraces his heritage. You know what I mean? But that's what it was. So Kendrick Lamar, he forgot to mention they not like us, but he didn't really tell you who Drake really was because it would have fucked his career up. So read between the lines on that. Listen to the song very closely, okay? He never really went there. Lucky Me says they know they aren't, they just want to be, and they need someone to look down. I just needed her to be here. She was trolling anyway. Number one, she was trolling. Because all she doing is making shit difficult. See, you men, y'all being, now, if this was like a real life date, I would have just walked out and left today. I wouldn't even, because I'm asking you a simple question. Which race do you identify with? She's going in a different direction. You know, that'll be the one why I gotta choose a choice. I'm like, nigga, this is the government fucking site. You gotta choose one. If you were filling out a job, you stupid bitch, you gotta choose one. Which one would you choose? She's still gonna be, there's no other option, choose one. What do you identify? I get it. I'm asking you, what do you identify yourself as? Simple question. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Shout out to AI Matrix. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just crazy, but that's this thing, and that's the part of. I wish Kendrick went a little harder. I wish somebody remixed this song so they could really tell you what we need to tell people that think they are us and they're not like us, and they steal and copy and paste our shit. That ain't cool. Now, Kendrick really wanted to say Drake is Jewish and he's trying to emulate a black man. But he couldn't do that. He couldn't really go there because he would have had anti-Semitic tone and he would have fucked himself. That's why the song is so big. He's not going there, but the title says it all. They not like us. So he did a subliminal. Y'all didn't pick it up. So I'm going to tell you this. That's like me talking to the Latins and saying they not like us. They steal our shit. They don't claim they black this, they don't embrace it. They are not like us. They are not. Yep. Nah, just call. All you gotta do when you call a person out, see what they identify themselves as. If a person, a white woman tells you that her father's black, she clearly looks like a white woman. So you could see that she identifies herself as a white woman. But if she tells you she embraces her black culture because her father's black, that's valid. But if you have a mixed person and they clearly look like a nigga and they tell you that they're white, that's not gonna fly. So in other words, when I'm asking you, what do you identify yourself as? I'm asking you that because I can't see her. I don't know if that's her picture or not, but if I see you, I don't have to ask you what you identify yourself as. I could see what you are. So if you identify yourself the opposite of that, then it is what it is, because then you gave the answer. So if you're Puerto Rican and you say you have no black in your blood, you clearly don't know your education, you don't know your history, you don't even know who the fuck you are. But if you're Puerto Rican and you say, hey, you know, you identify your black African roots, then you identify yourself as, you know what I mean? You identify and acknowledge your blackness, and that's cool. The fact that you don't have a race, I want to know what you identify yourself as. You could tell me you identify yourself white, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. You may say that you identify yourself as American Indian, but you have to explain that, because what I'm seeing through my eyes, I'm looking at something entirely different. J-Lo is not white. I know when y'all see her next to Ben Affleck, she's not a white woman. She's a Puerto Rican woman, and she thinks that she's white. Her characters in the movies, you know what I mean? The only time she ever played a Latin woman was when she did Selena. Can somebody everything she plays, she tries to act like a white woman. J-Lo thinks that she's a Caucasian woman. Props. Maya, the singer, is mixed. Clearly she's mixed, okay? Doja Cat is mixed. But what do they identify themselves as? That's the setup. So Doja Cat says white. I'm like, that bitch is crazy. She's not white. If Maya said she identifies herself as white, that is not a white woman. That's how you catch the person. So the reality is this. You want to have a topic of discussion with somebody, you got to find out what they identify themselves. That tells a lot about their character. When I talked to my man's wife, I had to let her know. I said, you're Puerto Rican. That's her nationality, you know what I mean? But if you're Puerto Rican and your nationality is hated, how you support a group that don't fuck with you and dragging your peoples? That was just her nationality, you know what I mean? If you ask a person their race, it's a very, very important question, because that's their time to educate you. When a woman is mixed and has a white father or a white parent and a black parent, they have to identify themselves. Now again, it's like a cop. He comes into the door. You got to identify yourself. What are you? Now we know you clearly are not white. So what do you identify yourself as? Spaniards think they're white. They do. No question about it. That is a fact. But you got what I'm saying? You're giving a person the opportunity. It's like, let me give you another last example. You meet a man and he says he's not married. So what do you identify yourself? You singling, you mingling, right? That's simple. So if a person is mixed, I get that. We could see that. So what do you identify? That's the trick question. That's the fucking tough one. That's how you're going to get them. They're going to say, I identify myself as mixed. Don't go for that, because they're already fucked up. They have to identify, because what they identify themselves with doesn't mean the world identifies them as that. You understand? If you sit and talk to Drake and say, are you a black man or a white man? He says both. No, you got to choose one. You're on your tax bill. You're filling out your damn 401k. You're filling out your 4506. You're filling out your 1080. You gotta choose You know what I mean? Which one, if you have these 4, give me one. That's it. Just, I'm giving you 4. These are the 4 that's given us. Which one would you choose? And that's how you're going to get him. That's how you determine who he is. Who he determines himself. You determine who a person is by who they determine who they are. You understand? You seeing one thing and they telling you another. They don't fuck with them. You seeing one thing and they told you that one thing, they valid. You understand? That's why Jenny calls herself Jenny from the block. Because she wants you to see that she's one of the real Puerto Ricans, the Angie Martinez type. No, she's not. Her black card has been revoked since she left in living color. We don't fuck with her like that. Okay? I thought Spaniards were white since European. No, Spaniards are not Hispanic. They're from Spain. It's different. Only seen Doja Cat's father who believes she's African. Doja Cat clearly is African, right? But it's how, listen, Cardi B is Trinidadian and Dominican. What does she identify herself? What's the other girl? You think of the shit chick. What's her name? I forgot her name, but what does she identify herself as? You understand? You know, Tisha Campbell and all these celebrity chicks, you know, Diana Ross's daughter, these motherfuckers are all light-skinned, fair-skinned ladies. They identify themselves as black women, even with white fathers. Yes, they're mixed, but what do they identify themselves as? That goes forever. That's the key. What do you identify yourself? You understand? If you ask motherfucking damn Tisha Campbell, she ain't gonna tell you she's white. She gonna say she mixed. Like I said, Tracy Ellis Ross, Maya, they identify themselves as black women. So they're not stealing the culture because they embrace, that's who they identify themselves as, even as them being mixed. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Rosie Perez, what do I think about Rosie Perez? Rosie Perez is a hardcore Puerto Rican, but Rosie Perez comes from the time like J-Lo. Rosie Perez embraced her African heritage just working with Spike Lee all through the movies because that was the community. Our community in Brooklyn, of course, was the same way. That's why I fuck with Rosie Perez, because she's part of historical movies that show that she embraces her blackness. Ice Spice identifies herself as black. She does, and Hispanic, but she identifies herself as black because her mother is Dominican. But she does embrace the African side because her father's African. Nigerian, yes, thank you, Summer Goddess. Cardi B doesn't embrace her Trinidadian heritage. She does not. Not like her Dominican heritage. She goes with it because the Dominican thing goes further. The Dominican thing goes further in hip hop because she's Hispanic. Sad but true. You know what I mean? It kind of fucks her up too, because at the end of the day, when she's doing shit with black girls, she's that Latin bitch that was talking shit and trying to beat up Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? So there's a divide. So if a Puerto Rican or Latin woman identifies their blackness because clearly the culture that they're presenting on top, you know what I mean? Again, it's a setup. You want to know what they identify themselves as. That's it. Just let them. It's a trick question, but you know what I mean? What do you identify yourself as? I believe Cardi B identifies West Indian. No, she does not. Cardi B identifies herself as a Latin rapper. That's how they had to market her, as a Latina rapper. Latin rappers go far. They do. Latin rappers go far. A Latin rapper goes far than a white woman trying to play black. Because a white woman can't get away with being black. She's white. But a Latin woman, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, that's us shit. So that's more marketable than her being a Trinidadian rapper. We already got Nicki Minaj is a Trinidadian rapper. We don't need another one. So Cardi B is a Hispanic one. That's how they market her, as an Hispanic. Yeah, shout out to AJ. Yeah. AI Matrix, yeah. They market her as a Latina rapper, but she is half Trinidadian. Cardi B bullied a foreign black woman in love. I know it, I'm telling you, that's how they are. When they embrace their Latin heritage, they treat that black woman like shit. Now Evelyn, you know Evelyn from Basketball Wives? She ain't your ordinary motherfucking Latin woman. That's a Latin woman that embraces her blackness. She fucks with us. Evelyn Lozada is a Puerto Rican. That's a good example. Evelyn Lozada, that's a black Puerto Rican. That's a Puerto Rican that identifies her blackness. 100%. You say, well, you are what your father is. It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends because, you know, you can have if you're a black woman and your father's white and your mother's black, I mean, and you black. You know what I'm saying? Like, white is white. There's no, you can't be white and look like Drake. It's just, you're called a half-breed, mixed, biracial, but you're not going to ever be white. That's how powerful white is. You could be black, but you can't be white. White is white. White is white. I'm telling you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad y'all listened, but that's all. Just use this as a conversation of, what do you know, what's your race? And say, what do you identify yourself as? And watch the answer dance around. They tell you it's mixed, they're not answering the question. They got to choose one. Who says? Now they just leave it alone now because they're in denial. It's a simple question. I appreciate y'all, goddamn. Have a good night, y'all.